Brock Lucky and Goodwin Underfoot were at the docks where they stopped a robbery. Well, they stopped some sort of disturbance with some a traveling menagerie of strange creatures was being offloaded on the docks, and it got caught. And some of the creatures were killed, and the person who owned them upset about this fact, and very saddened that his poison murdered. He was like the rainbow sick. And then they discovered that one of the animals was missing, the Bavarian cream feather. That there's a drawing that John made of it earlier in the chat. And so that bird was stolen. It's about like yay big, 1 foot tall, and has tan and white and brown feathers, and it has little black like eye crest things and a crest on its head, and it has black speckles on its back. So that picture's not completely accurate, but
it is now.
It looks like a cream puff pie.
So basically, there were two people that were attacking the carts headed by Brock and Goodwin, but a third mysterious person that wasn't at the scene of the crime when the guards arrived saddened that his escaped, and they found a dark cloak in an alleyway and realized that he had been disguising himself with this dark cloak, then took it off and then left the alleyway. And they almost thought he went down the sewers, but they avoided going down the sewers with a good perception check. The footprints led not down the sewers, but actually back out. So that was this morning, and it is now the afternoon, and you guys are being sent out to try to see if you can figure out where the Bavarian cream feather was taken.
Okie dokie. So
Okay.
where are we?
So you guys are like right over here. We're just gonna put you guys in the alleyway. So this is the alleyway that they were in.
I don't see.
Yeah. That's because this is a map from yesterday. There we go.
I see an avatar. Who is the avatar of nothing?
That's Brock.
Brock. Brock is no avatar.
Oh, also, Nora, you made an appearance yesterday as an NPC. You showed up to take the statements from the people at the dock when they left. So Baldwin and Alphonse showed up to take the two arrested thugs back to the station, and then you showed up to file a crime report because the owner of the
fun job.
Yeah, the owner of the menagerie really wanted a written up crime report that he could submit to his insurance agent, so you had to draw up a crime report for him.
5 for 80 years.
I took the statements of a lot of animals.
Yeah. But then you also... Okay, so you guys are here at the alleyway. What do you guys want to try to look for clues?
I mean, Kyla and I just got... Do they know who we are? This is the first time either of our characters have been here.
Well, I don't know. What's your backstory? How long have you been with the guards? What rank are you guys, everybody, in the guard?
I was gonna do that today. So basically, I'm Kira. I'm a tiefling, and I'm a medical officer in the thing, in the guards, and
medical officer. I don't see that.
That's what I said.
As a medical officer.
I was like, oh yeah, that's what I overlooked. The medics. And yeah. Are we live today?
No, because I have a poor connection.
I'm like basically at the same level as Cassidus is.
Cassadius.
Cassadius.
Say my name right.
Sorry,
Oh, it's you
Cassadius.
pronounce Cassadius? Okay, that's not how I was going to pronounce it.
How were you gonna pronounce it? Cassadius?
Maybe.
Cassadius.
Master Cassidus.
Zacchaeus
What I'm
was a
gonna
wee
say.
little man.
When I was creating the character sheet for him, I was like, Cassadius, excellent.
You just pronounced it
So it's-
correctly.
Wait, I thought you said it was Cassadius.
No,
It's
that's how you.
Cassadius.
No, I said Cassadius.
Wait,
Cassadius
now
is
I'm
the
too
real
confused.
pronunciation.
Wait,
It's
Cassadius?
Cassadius.
Wait, that's what I was going to say.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
We're picking up on the same day, right?
Cassadius. Yeah, this is the same day.
This
Wait,
is really
so-
bad for me
wait, what?
because I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
What rank is Cassadius?
I don't remember what I said.
He's the requisition. He's an engineer, tech requisitions dude. I'll put my mouse. I gave him. He has a rank.
Qualified for that position.
You
but
mean
I'm not-
Master of Arms?
He's the master of arms, blacksmith, and tech officer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a master of arms. Oh, also, I can make bags of holding, climbing ropes, and let's see, what was the other thing?
So that means
I made
you guys shouldn't
standing
actually be
stones forever.
investigating a crime scene unless there's an inquisitor here.
Really, that would be an inquisitor's job. So there must be another reason why the medical officer and the masters of arms was sent out as well. Cassadius, how are
We did get pretty badly beat up, and I'm exhausted to 2 levels, so that would be helpful. If only you could do something about exhaustion.
We've probably been in the guard for maybe a month or so now. We're still figuring out like everything.
Yeah, why would a master? Yeah, this is my question. Why did I get? Why, GM? Please tell me. Why am I here?
Because you were sent to figure out what's going on. Because there's a lot of other things happening in the city, so there's thin on resources. So you were
So
told
we're
to
looking
come out
for-
here.
Okay, so I don't know. So I don't know what's going on here. Also, I'm giving everybody sending stones, so we can all talk to each other using comm links.
No, everybody had sending stuff.
Oh, fine. I gave them.
Yeah, that was one of the first things you did. I assume. Okay, so I've made he already made his character last session, so I assume the new tech, the sending stones is new tech, and you got that when Cassadius joined. That's how I.
Okay, Cassadius, your job is to teach Brock how to use the sending stone because he doesn't know how to use it. Everybody else knows how to use it.
Oh, and we should probably mention that Cassadius and Kira are married, doing all this stuff together.
I have to teach him how to use it. That's right now. We're teaching him how to use a sending stone.
Well, at some point during the session.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a goal for you, I guess, at some point.
Yeah, that's one of your character goals. You get XP if you complete it.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys are basically, they just tasked everybody who was free at the station, so you guys looked like you weren't doing stuff. So they sent you out here to talk to people and garner some witnesses to see if anybody spotted a suspicious character carrying a 1 foot tall Bavarian cream feather bird somewhere.
Why do we care? Exactly.
Because there was a crime! You guys are the city guards. You're investigating the crime.
And also, I was definitely doing paperwork.
This doesn't really seem like it's something that's our pay grade. It's much lower.
I know how to explain it. I know exactly how to explain it. The person who owns these is actually a lot bigger a wig than anyone thought. And he's got a lot more weight to throw around, so he's demanded high-ranking people track the bird down.
Sure.
Right. So we are looking for what exactly?
A bird.
Looking for a bird. And I gathered that from the briefing we were given as we were sent here, but I really need more information than that if we are to look for clues.
A guy with a big bird.
The guy with a bed. Excellent.
Do you know how many guys with birds have got to be in the city?
A foot tall bird.
Let's see. So we're all right here, right? So I start describing to you what all of them look like. The thieves.
Also, would I know a little more since I took statements?
You have a drawing of the bird.
Oh,
Excellent.
That
Okay, I'm
doesn't
sending my.
exist.
I'm
It
sending,
only exists in your
okay.
imagination, but you have
So-
a drawing
so,
of the bird.
So yeah.
You also,
so-
I mean, you had a list of all the creatures that were in the caravan, but only that one is missing.
Did I get any personality traits of the bird from the Animal Bros?
The bird is very friendly and talkative, and you got its name. Its name is Georgie.
Right, okay.
it's a bird named Georgie. That helps.
All right. So.
So the bird
So I
bro's
have a-
name is Georgie,
I have a.
and it's really, really
from Metal
friendly.
Punch
Or at least that's what Steve says.
Eagle.
I don't know how trustworthy he is. I've only talked to him a little bit.
I'm gonna send Eustace to the skies to look for it.
What is
What is
Eustace?
he?
What? Eustace is a mechanical eagle who's actually familiar with the spirits inside the mechanical construct I made.
Oh,
And
that's fancy.
while all this is going on, I'm going to start casting the Talk with Animals ritual again, so I can have it refreshed at full 1 hour duration again.
Okay. So you
So I
send
start
out
doing
Eustace.
jumping jacks.
Okay, is anyone gonna go into and collect witness testimony from around the alley?
Actually, I'm gonna go around. So, I'm gonna. It's a bird. I
Mhm.
have nature. Is there any way I can like get on the track of this bird, like find feathers or something that like? Would I know anything to be able to help me track where this bird went?
I mean, you can look for feathers with perception check.
Can I use investigation?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can all roll investigation or perception if you want to.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
Except me, because I've already tried to
Yeah,
and
the
failed
previous people
hard.
who were here were not good at perceiving or investigating.
Oh, nat 20.
And I rolled an
Okay.
18.
Oh, look at that. 20, 18, 17. That's funny.
Okay, what were you using investigation or perception?
I was using investigation.
I was also using investigation.
Okay.
And Eustace
Well,
is
okay.
going around disguised looking for things.
Okay, Eustace can roll a perception check.
Let's see, what's his... Hang on, I gotta see what his stats are for that.
Okay, so anyways, you guys are investigating the alley where Brock pointed out
Ooh.
where the cloak was that
His
they found
perception has a
discarded.
+4. Nice.
And you guys were investigating, you found that there was like some muck and stuff in the alleyway, and you see that you found like a footprint in there with like a slash like across one of the soles, so it's very distinctive. So you think you could use that footprint to try to track or identify the person who took the bird.
We will track this footprint. Eustace rolled an 18.
Okay. He sees a lot of people in the city.
He's just gonna stay up there, and just in case the show, we're just gonna assume that it's inside a building, and so he's not gonna find anything. But in case it shows up, he's gonna be circling. That's what he's doing.
Okay. Based on the size of the footprint, you assume that the person is like 5'5".
Dang, within like an inch. We're great at this, guys. Right, so we're just following this footprint then.
I suppose the other thing we could do. Does the slash look like it was made like it's purposely part of the shoe, or like maybe it's part of it, like a damaged part of the shoe?
Yeah, it seems like a damaged part of the shoe.
Okay. Does anyone have a way to capture this footprint? Sometimes shoes like this, if they're distinctly made, we could maybe ask someone if there's somebody who makes these types of shoes. Otherwise, we could follow the footprint through the city and hope it doesn't get destroyed or discarded.
Whoa.
Okay, I will be busy for a moment.
Encounters.
No. Unnecessary.
Okay, so basically what's happened so far, John, is that we were investigating the alley later in the afternoon the same day. And they found a distinctive boot.
All right.
And that's what's happened. So what is everyone doing now?
I guess we're following the footprint.
What is happening right here? Oh, I see. Please hold. There you go. I have made all the encounters sufficiently more difficult now.
Oh, good.
Okay, so yeah, so the footprint. So you guys can roll something to try to track the footprint. Investigation or perception.
What about? Can I roll a survival check?
Sure. Survival, I guess that works.
It has the words track in it. In it.
Yes. The GM might ask you to make a wisdom survival check to follow tracks. It's the first thing it says.
Ow, I rolled badly. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
My survival's not good. Anyone else have good survival? I have +2. I'm a +2 as well.
Shouldn't survival be like out in the wilderness rather than in the city?
Nobody has good anything.
Okay, so you make your way out of the alleyway and you see that there's a large crowds of people and lots of trampled ground and cobblestones and dust. And you do not see where the footprints were leading, other than the fact that they were heading east towards this direction when they left the alleyway.
Brilliant.
Okay, everybody roll
Wait.
perception.
Perception.
Brock is too focused on his brain workout.
I rolled a 12.
Natural 20. Today's my night, guys.
You have a +0 to your perception.
Oh, it's here. I haven't put it in my thing. I have a +2 to my perception. Because it's my character. My characters get different perceive.
Okay, is anybody else gonna roll perception?
Am I here yet? I mean, I was just waiting.
Oh, yeah. We're just pretending that you're here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, technically speaking, we're all pretending that we're here, but sure.
Yes, we are using our imagination.
Nope. I'm actually there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Nora and Kira notice a shifty-looking pair of individuals that seem to be trying to pickpocket somebody on the street.
I nudge the group and point them out and I say, perhaps we should start with that. That doesn't look like it's. There looks like some shady dealings going on down there. And I say, can anyone flank around them? I can get their attention for a moment, and then you guys can get a hold of them.
Flank around who?
There's some shifty characters in that alleyway down there.
I'll flank around them.
Anyone else going to go with him? I don't think he'll be able to catch two with one hand on his hands.
Wait, didn't you say one looked like they were pickpocketing the other?
No, there are two people that are trying to pickpocket some other people.
No.
Brock's too into his calisthenics right now to notice.
Wow, nobody volunteers. Great. I'm a ranged character. Guys, thanks. All right, I'll go.
Thank you. I wait for them to get on the other side of the two of them.
Okay.
And then I use thaumaturgy to boom my voice up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute. And I say, "You pickpocket, stop in the name of the law!" Good. Hoping that they'll go and run into the guard's arms.
So everybody in the street just like stops walking. They all like look at people screaming.
Every time.
And then the two people that were pickpocketing jump in there and they start trying to run away.
Into the awaiting arms of 2 guards behind them.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to try to grab them?
Yeah, I want to say, stop right there. Don't take it
Okay.
with your hands.
Okay, so you're going to grapple or try to attack them because they're going to try to run.
Okay, I guess I'll try the grapple check.
Let me know when 10 minutes has passed.
I got a 12. I don't know how grapple checks work. Do I need to add or
You
subtract
add your
anything?
strength or your dexterity.
Just add your dexterity or strength modifier.
Uh-huh.
Does it matter that I'm a hobbit?
Nope.
Doesn't matter that I'm small.
Nope.
No.
Makes no difference. Okay.
No.
You are strong, you are mighty.
I
You
got a
just
16.
launch at their waist and grab them.
My dexterity is a +4, so I got a 16.
Okay. So they managed to evade your grasp or break out of your grapple.
I guess I'll attempt. I guess, sure, why not? This game's crazy.
We're attempting to grapple some pickpockets.
Why are we doing this? This is the worst plan ever.
If
Okay,
only
you
I was the one
successfully
doing the
grapple the
grappling.
other person,
We got him.
Casadius, or however you pronounce your name.
Sadie's pronounced my name.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're just gonna go back into this alleyway because it's convenient.
convenience is nice.
Okay, so you guys are over here. So you grappled the woman lady, and then the other one escaped.
The
But it's
woman lady.
The woman lady.
Instead of
Mhm.
the dude lady, the dude looks like a lady. That's not the
Uh-huh.
person we grappled. We grappled
The
woman
woman
lady.
lady. I just want to be sure we're on the
Not the
same page.
neckbeard lady, the woman lady.
It's too bad I failed to grapple the man fellow.
Exactly. No, it was actually the guy dude, actually.
Was that a reaction in action? Do I have anything else I can do?
No, that's just the turn. So now we're going to roll initiative.
My
Oh,
favorite is
initiative! Yeah.
My -1 initiative.
Oh my goodness. Roll better. Goodness gracious, that was the worst. This was the worst move of the game. I rolled so badly. Oh my goodness, you get a 4.19 bonus to your initiative? That's insane.
4.19.
I'm a
Why is
terrible
it
bonus
not
to my
adding
initiative.
anybody to the turn?
think it's
I
weird.
didn't have my token selected before I rolled, so
Yeah, me neither.
But if you roll off the character sheet, doesn't it automatically do it?
Nope.
Nope.
You get to select it on your character. Hey, look, I rolled almost the same thing. Wait, no, why did it give me an 18?
Because I'm rolling for everybody to just put them on the tracker and we can replace the numbers. Okay, what did everybody roll?
I rolled a 10.13.
What did Goodwin roll?
11.
11. What did Kira roll?
She rolled a
Nothing.
7.
And what did Brock roll?
21.14.
Did Brock roll?
Yeah, I rolled 21.14.
At
21?
least someone was on their game.
Okay, so
Well,
Brock,
that depends
your
on whether
turn,
I
go for
finished
it.
my ritual or by now or not.
Sorry, it was what?
This game.
Break of the world.
What did you say, Bazak?
It depends on whether or not I finished the ritual I was casting.
No, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
Yeah, so my initiative is 21, but I'm still doing jumping jacks and burpees and stuff.
Okay. Okay, so you are continuing to try to summon animal speaking. We're gonna have to move.
I'm working
everybody
out my
down
brain.
here so that the thieves have some place to run. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not casting any magic. I'm working out my brain.
I'm standing on a
That's how this thing is.
How far are they running? Oh,
No, they didn't. They're right there. Okay, this person's also gonna try to run, but you can make an attack of opportunity against them.
wait, I grabbed them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You successfully grappled them. Okay, they are gonna try to break free.
So what is this? Close grapple checks?
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Okay.
Do we have handcuffs? Is that a thing we have?
Yes, that is a thing you have. You hear
Oh.
yell, "Good, don't leave me behind!"
I think she's leaving you behind.
Yeah, I think Greg's leaving her behind.
Okay, Nora, your turn.
You're up. Okay.
So we have one. So she can't hear. So we have one. One of the thieves is attempting to run away, and Caduceus. Casabius. There's a character on Roll20 whose name's Caduceus. Okay, it's really confusing. Casadius has one of the thieves grappled. We're trying to get the other one. Casadius. I'm sorry.
Well then. I'm just gonna yell, stop, really loud.
Okay.
Dokey.
Are you gonna do anything else?
I'm sure I do. Just can't find what I was going to do, and yeah. So I'm just gonna yell, stop or your sentence is gonna get worse. We're eventually gonna get you.
Okay. Eventually. Even though they're already a 90.
Eventually going to get you.
What is that character's movement speed? How on earth is it that far away already?
Because it gets to move 3 times its speed, and its movement speed is 30.
Alright.
Halfling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mush.
Goodwin, your
And
turn.
as I say that,
I'm gonna chase him
do a
down.
word of radiance. There we go.
Okay, that's something.
Okay.
So, how do I do that?
Word of Radiance has a range of 5 feet.
I see that now. They're how far away? They're 90 feet away? That's
Uh-huh.
not gonna do anything. Well, what?
Just-
It could
Just a
surprise
wee
them.
bit off.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
move to. I can move to
Scorching
here.
Ray, that has a
Oh,
range of
darn.
120 feet.
Word of
Yeah.
Radiance burns
Alright.
him with radiant damage. Oh, but I don't want to burn him.
Oh, that's Sacred Flame. I'm trying to find.
I don't understand. I can move 105 feet, but I still wasn't able to catch him.
You
Well,
can.
fine.
Oh,
I'm moving
that's-
a little crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at them.
Okay. Yeah, we're just rewinding time, John.
Yeah.
So Nora's just she's
Okay, is she gonna blow me up then?
no.
No.
This is before you ran over after him.
He's just asking because last time it meant he blew her up.
So just to be clear, there are a couple of pickpocketers, and your move is to light them on fire.
Yeah,
Just to be
sometimes
clarifying.
We
the
live in a
lawful
world where there's
pickpocketers
magic.
about
They
to
can
light
just be
people on
healed
fire.
later.
It's
Just
fine.
clarifying for later when I have arguments with her about paperwork.
I wouldn't.
So
take
question in this
it,
world.
would I?
It's a little overkill.
Well,
All
yeah.
they're doing is stealing.
Hey,
when
there's
you're going
only
to
10
murder.
laws in the whole city. The number 2 law is that theft is illegal. They're pickpocketing, therefore they get blasted.
Okay, then I can do this. Okay.
So, I have a question. How does healing work in this world? Are there scars even after magical healing, or no? Do you need special magical healing to get rid of scars?
Doesn't mean-
So I can always heal them after I burn them.
Okay.
That sounds hard. And they'll scorch. I need to. What do I use for that?
You
No wonder Nora is part of the information division. I bet interrogations with her are pretty unpleasant.
It gives you an attack roll with a +4.
Gives you an attack roll with a +4.
And you get 3 rays, so you get 3 attack rolls.
You get 3 rays, you get 3 attack rolls. Holy cow. Oh. He's gonna incinerate this
Let's
person.
see, what is it
So
again?
17, 18, and a 5.
Oh,
Because I get
Yeah, the 17 and the 18 both hit.
Okay, and then I get 2d6
Yeah.
for each ray.
Mm-hmm.
Is
How's
the
the spell
2d6
legal?
for each ray, or is it
Yeah,
just
for each
together?
ray. So you do it twice. So 4d6.
Clerics, man.
Points damage.
Okay. So they're running away, and all of a sudden their whole back is lifted up with scorching wind.
And they get turned into goo.
But they're still alive.
Good. That's
Barely.
good. I didn't actually want to kill them. But they are doing a horrible time because it's one of the only things that are illegal. So.
Yup. Okay, so. Yeah, okay, so now it's Goodwin's turn.
Is there any reason to chase after him now?
They stumbled, but they still seem to be running away.
Okay, so I can move 21 squares, right?
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Okay, that was 21, and I still didn't catch him.
I think the Kyrath counted wrong for the 90.
All right, I'm gonna yell at him. You better
You're
stop.
standing right next to him.
Because okay, so I yell at him. You better stop. You're under arrest.
Okay. Okay, Casadius.
I guess I'm handcuffing this lady.
Okay.
Like, why am I even here? I
Is
just
that
built.
gonna
It's manacles in this
Yeah,
setting.
so we're gonna
Manacles.
take the whole round action.
Okay, so I guess I'm handcuffing this lady.
Okay,
She's
good
very
work.
important pickpocketer. I feel so useful.
Well, you could
Feel
just
like it's his
press her
own to
not
pull
to
his
run if
grapple
you wanted
roll.
to make an attack.
No.
Okay, Kira.
Okay, so they're still running away, but John's catching up to
Uh-huh.
them.
Yeah, John is right on their heel.
Well, I'd like to stop him in their tracks, so I cast Eldritch Blast on him as he's running away.
Okay, is that have a good range? Oh my.
It has
yes, it
300 feet.
This is why you
Okay.
don't send office workers into field duty.
Also, this isn't, even though we're using the alley map, this is in like the main street thoroughfare where there's lots of people going on the shop.
I'm aware. I shouldn't even
There's
be
just
here.
fire rays and blast.
I should be in my lab. I'm not sure why I'm here. So this person's running away. I want this to be over and done with. So I hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Fantastic.
14 plus 7.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and that is he takes. Oh, dang it. 6 points of damage.
Okay, he falls flat on his face into the pavement.
Oh, by the way, yeah. So this beam of cackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. So I just basically shot Palpatine lightning at him.
Yeah.
Then
The people
I'm
who
gonna-
are running away at your scary still running away at
I also will use thaumaturgy to make all of the windows and doors that are unlocked fly open and stuff. And I'll say once again, in the name of the law, stop.
You just hear someone from the crowd like, I think you got them. I think they're stopped.
Are we out of the turn order?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want to check this suspect for life signs, if he's dead or
Okay.
not.
Even see us per.
A pulse. You just see they have burns on their back.
I
So
will.
I'm going to restrain them and call for medical services.
There are no permanent neurological damage.
You hear some people screaming, "Ah, there's more! Why are there more demons here? Part of town? Why are there everywhere?
This is a mom.
Can
As
I
I'm
do?
You're a
passing through.
Can I
demon!"
do calm emotions on the crowd?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do calm emotions on the crowd to try to calm everybody down so that they're not freaking out.
You regain 7 hit points.
Especially since she
Okay.
looks like a demon, so that really doesn't help.
No.
Um,
Yeah, so
No.
that's a question for me. Do people with fiend blood in them need a permit to be in the city?
It's not in the law.
Yeah, it's not one of the laws.
It's technically devil's blood, not demon's blood.
There's
Devils and demons
there's
are
a difference. Devils and demons hate each other.
But they're all types of fiend.
Well, what's the difference between a devil and a demon in regards to a fiend?
They're both fiends.
Yeah.
Because
One's
it says
chaotic and
consorting
one's...
with fiends is illegal.
Well, we're
It
not
doesn't
considered
say-
fiends.
Well, that's good. And it doesn't say anything about blood.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, is there some weird, like, you have to go through a permit process to prove you're not actually a fiend to get permission into the
I'm
city?
sure they have the test, like a paladin or whatever.
Okay,
Probably
I want to
test
search this
to
guy
get a
for
fiend.
the stuff that he was pickpocketing. That he stole from
Okay.
the people.
You find some gold coins and also some necklaces and rings and stuff, and a nice, cool dagger.
Okay, I want to put him like in an evidence bag or something.
Okay.
it's a charisma saving throw, isn't it? Yeah. So everybody has to do a
Kairos.
Uh-huh.
Her calm emotions is a charisma save, so the crowd has to roll.
Okay.
The rabble has to, so we don't get mauled. Please don't get mauled.
What is the save?
I mean, if I get attacked, I'm Eldritch blasting it.
A 12.
well, but they can also choose to fail it themselves without having to roll.
I don't think the person who's upset about demons wants to fail her roll. So unfortunately, she got a 13, so she's still upset about demons.
Man, I'm using my thing on make it do a minus D4 on it.
Let me know when my 10 minutes is up.
What?
Oh, sorry. She needs to make see her causing just like sneak out of my pocket like this little disc thing, and I toss it on, and it hits her on the forehead. Just make an intelligence saving throw.
I see. She got an 8.
Nope. Okay, now she has to roll a D4 and subtract it from the 13.
Okay, so
Aha!
she got an 11. So she
Oh!
is now calmed.
She failed. She's not calm.
But it also takes 1d6 psychic damage, though. So
Shush you.
just leaving that part out of civilian.
She just has a headache.
I'm pretty sure that civilians only have 1 HP, though. So
Oh,
I'm pretty
I don't-
sure
my brain-
taking 1d6 kills you.
Can't he decide not to do the damage
Oh,
to
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I just want to do the imposing a saving throw thing on it.
Fine. Sure. Whatever.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the species that Cassadius has locked up, and I will use thought again to change my eye color and like look up, and I ask, "Why are you pickpocketing the people here? You know it's illegal. You know what the punishment is for this?"
No, what punishment is. I need food to
death.
death. No, please have mercy. Don't kill me or my brother. We need food to survive.
Is that the only reason you're stealing? Do you work for someone?
I work for my stomach.
Is there a thieves guild here?
A thieves guild? That sounds really illegal.
It is super illegal, and pickpocketing leads us to believe you might be a part of it.
No, not part of a thieves guild.
So is
Trying to see if she's just
Yeah.
like,
also the other guy the same race as her?
Yeah, they're both cute.
she's like, brother. Oh, okay, they're the same race.
Good
Yeah, she's
thinking.
a natural one. I believe her.
She's definitely not part of the thieves guild.
Well, that's
100%.
well, very well. Because you're not part of the thieves guild, it's not the death penalty for you, but you're still having to go to jail with your brother.
Well, I guess it's not the worst thing. I mean, they have to feed us food in jail, right?
I don't know. I've never been to jail. They may not.
So, is my calisthenics done yet?
She
When I-
looks at you.
Come from, you'd be lucky in jail. So I'm not really sure how it works here.
I didn't hear
Okay.
you.
So now that the crowd is calm, do you guys hear a noise of a loud commotion coming from further up one of the...
Does my familiar see anything?
Yes, he sees a large crowd of people gathered around a house that looks like an angry mob.
Oh, sure. Okay, so when I use my action to eye beam see what my familiar is seeing, and then I come back. I'm like, there appears to be a riot happening. So
Well,
who's
how big
taking
is-
these yahoos back to back to their cells? We can't take them with us.
I'll do it,
Alright.
bro. I'm kind of worn out from all this fighting.
That seems like a very good plan, and the rest of us can go and find out what the commotion is about.
I'll catch up to you guys so I can help with the investigation after I'm done.
You said this is later in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 levels of exhaustion. My speed is halved.
Bummer.
So I'm gonna need to get your guys' names for the boot camp.
So we-
It's gonna be mandatory after you're released from prison, and as I'm walking away with them.
Okay, so you take them back to the jail or whatever.
Oh, I give him the evidence too that I seized from the one guy.
Office stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta put it
That might
all
be useful.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Helpful to have the
Yeah.
evidence of the crime when you put
Yeah.
I'll like ferry back any statements, reports, any evidence back to the station while I'm getting back.
How come when I search for crowd, it comes up with pictures of pistols? Roll 20 search algorithm is so...
A crowd of pistols
It's just
is
one
a
pistol.
thing. Oh. Charlie, the secret word for pistol we didn't know?
crowd.
Crowd.
Crowder. That's why it's coming from. It's from Crowder. Steven Crowder.
Walther
Okay, so
Studios.
we're going out. So we're gonna go see
Okay.
this
Yeah.
crowd is doing. I feel like we're making great progress on this whole finding the bird thief thing.
Mm-hmm. Really good progress.
Footprint, all that's forgotten. Now we got a crowd to deal with.
Mhm.
I mean, it's probably stolen and is not coming back. The guy's just gonna have to get a new bird.
It's almost like a conspiracy is preventing the progress. Okay, so you guys, oops. Okay, so you guys make it up to this street. Can you guys all hear?
He's not named. I heard him up.
Okay, and you see there's this house over here in the bottom. Some of them have just like crowbars and lead pipes and some clubs and some torches. And they're all yelling very angrily. And there's some people at the front door, like banging on the door.
Cassandra, do you still want to grab one?
That's not really my thing.
I look her over at the halfling. You seem strong. You want to grab one?
Grab one.
We have to talk to someone. Just pay the attention of one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna try getting one's attention without being grabby.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna go to the nearest one and say, "What's going on here?"
Okay. Make some kind of check. Do you want to like use like a persuasion check to persuade them nicely to talk to you, or do you want to check?
Or do I want to use a what check?
Intimidation check.
Persuasion, I guess. I'm trying to be not hostile and aggravate the situation.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Yeah, they see you and then they just sort of turn their back towards you and continue screaming and ranting.
Can we
I mean,
see
my-
what they're saying? Like, what are they saying?
Yeah. They're like, "Get you demons and your demon ilk out of here." And they're yelling like, "Don't kidnap any more children. You guys are death to the evil, crazy magician cultists."
I look at Cassadius and I'm like, I put my hood up. I like tuck it in a little bit.
Okay, so they're protesting?
Yeah. One
there-
could say that they're protesting.
Is there any violence happening?
There's only violence being done to the house where people are pounding in on the front door.
Okay,
But so far, there's not any
Okay,
other.
I go to those people then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
I'll back
I-
him up. I'm gonna back him up. I'll go with him.
I'm gonna nudge Nora and say, let's see if we can find the back way into this house. Maybe we can find these people and keep them safe until Cassidius and the other can figure this out. So we want to kind of back away from the crowd and walk around the house and try and find a way to get into the house from the back.
Just in case this gets really out of hand, I'm gonna spawn my cannon thing, but as a Healy cannon.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys see, just like I pull out of my pocket, like just like boom, like this thing just like appears. Like I'm gonna do a full sized cannon that can walk by itself.
I see.
Actually, no, that's more of a target. I'll do a handheld one. Handheld one's better. I just like how this little thing. It kind of looks like a little dingus with like a little shield bubbly thing on it. So every turn, we're gonna get bonus hit points here. I think they.
Cassadius, maybe you should put your hood up or something.
Nah.
Okay, so Cassadius and Goodwin are going to try to make their way to the people banging down the front door.
Yes. Okay.
How
so,
would you like to make your way through the crowd?
I don't know, but we both now have 9 bonus hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
So it says I can do that every round as a bonus action. Do they stack, or does it replace the old temporary hit points?
They definitely don't stack.
Okay, fine.
But I'd say like if you roll lower, it'll count. Okay, so how are you guys making your way through the angry to the front door?
By walking?
Okay,
I'm
you're
not
gonna
sure what
have
you
to,
mean by that.
like there's a large crowd of people, so there's no way to just walk up to the door. You're gonna have to shove your way through the crowd or calm them down enough to ask them to move up.
Around?
You can't
like we
get
could
to
get
the
around.
door.
No, we could get around to the side and then like go along the door and like kind of like shimmy.
Why are you laughing? That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
thinking. What's
let's
wrong
do
with that
that.
plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shimmy through the door.
Okay.
And
So
that way
you're
we
just
can't
gonna
get
like,
surrounded
excuse me,
either.
sir, excuse me, and there's just like people banging on the side of the house, and you're just gonna be like, oh.
Well, I mean, we're doing the best we can with the scene that you've described.
Okay.
I'm shimmy in the name of the law.
Slide
Okay.
to the right, slide to the left, crisscross.
Okay. So as you guys are shimmying your way along, someone points at you, Casadius, like, look, it's another one of the demon children! And then people start looking angrily at you.
Can we like flash our badges at them?
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know. Is there a barrel or like a rain barrel or something I can stand up on and get like ahead above the crowd so everyone can see me or something?
Yeah, you can jump on top of like a rain barrel.
Okay, I do that and I put my hands up in the air and I say, everybody back away from this house and stop banging on the walls and
Okay, make a persuasion check.
I like how the crowd went silent as soon as he talked. It's just like, as soon as he was done.
Well,
I got a 9.
we're so good at the persuades.
I mean, actually, I have a 5 to persuasion and stuff, so this truly should be me. But I look like Satan to them, so.
Okay, so surprisingly, a lot of them momentarily calm down and back away from the building a little bit. But then the one of the people who was banging on the door walks angrily over to you guys. Are you guys the town guards?
That's correct.
Well, you gotta do something about this. There's evil magic at work in this house. My daughter's been kidnapped, and now she's being turned into a demon. Ah, a demon!
It is a tiefling to you, good sir. B, my ancestors, well, part of my ancestors, fought against the demons, so I do not appreciate the comment.
Yeah, that'll work. Good job. Well done, man.
Are you supposed to be a town guard? Why do we have demons in the town guard?
These seem like reasonable, rational people that you could just logically persuade with well thought out arguments. Well done there.
See?
Please be saying that out
Back
loud
away
to
from the
him.
door and let us do our jobs, perhaps without, any problems.
Okay, fine. We'll let you do it your way, but we're only 10 minutes, and then we're gonna have before she becomes a demon.
I'm gonna put my hand up and stop Casadius from saying anything else, and just look at the guy and say, "You need to understand that you're not in control of the situation. We're investigating your concerns, but nothing about any of this justifies your actions here. Your protesting is being heard, but you need to give us a chance to do our investigation.
Well, where's my daughter? I don't see her anywhere. We gotta get her before she becomes a demon. Like I said, let's hurry up. Okay, bang down the door. Do whatever you have to do. Get in there. Go, guards.
All right,
go.
I'll restrain him. That's
Okay,
enough.
make it gravel check.
We would have
There's an
been
opposed
some
grapple action.
girlfriend's house.
Okay, you
just,
successfully
like, playing
grab
at
it.
her friend's house and your dad's
Good
banging on
work.
the door
I
now.
like this approach. This is a good approach. I like this approach.
Okay, I'm gonna handcuff him and hand him off to Casadius to
Hey, what are you doing? We don't get me to this crazy guy.
I hand him off to Casadius to get him under control, and then I turn to address the crowd, and then I say, "We're investigating your concerns, but this violence is not acceptable, and anybody who continues to bang on the doors or walls of this house will be placed under arrest and thrown in jail."
Boo! Why are you handcuffing our leader? Get in the house and stop the demon fanatics from turning all our children into demons.
I did with my thing. We've almost figured out a way here. Let us know. How is it going over there?
Wait a minute, are we just gonna illegally search and seize this house?
No, I'm trying to find a way to get their attention and be like, hey, I'm a guard. Let me in so I can help you.
Oh, okay, you're communicating with people inside.
Yeah,
They're trying to get inside so they can help them in case that mob gets close.
right.
Yeah, it's well, it could be going better out here. They think the people inside the house are turning their children into demons, which is absurd. But just be careful in case that's somehow ridiculously what's actually happening inside the house.
Wait a minute, why is that absurd? Maybe he's right. We don't know what's going on in there.
I mean, he could be right, but sure. That's why I said it could still be a thing.
It's more than likely that it's just a family of tieflings. But yes, I'll take it in mind. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So what are we going to do with this guy as we go in?
Is there a
But
back
also-
door?
We're looking.
Right.
Where-
So
He'll tell
Uh,
us.
okay.
We're looking.
right. So you guys angrily screaming does not give us probable cause to go search this house. So explain what is actually going on, and then maybe we'll have probable cause, or we'll go get a warrant or something of that nature.
The guy who is handcuffed is like, my daughter's been kidnapped and she's inside that house right now and she's being dirty. Why so hard to understand?
Okay, I'm calling for backup.
Yep, that sounds good.
And the crowd is backed off of the house, but now they're just chanting, action, 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 go in the house, go, go, go.
That's fine. They can chant and protest all they want.
Yeah, I'm just standing there.
Just don't bang on the house and
Yeah.
do violence. So is
Have
backup
Nora-
coming?
Has Nora and I made any progress?
So you found like a back kitchen entrance. Also, we need your input. How long does it take to get from where the docks area is to the guard HQ? What is the scale of this town?
It should say on the map. See, it says right there.
Oh, feet. Okay. Cool. It's only 10 feet. So 10 feet is equivalent to 200 feet. Okay, it's only 200 feet.
Well, no,
They
I
From
was
the
gonna
house
suggest that.
to the guard house.
They chose poorly.
We can
So-
storm them in minutes.
Call
Well,
the
okay.
cavalry.
Well, that's where you guys were. You guys are now currently over here now.
I want to make it very clear to dispatch that I'm calling that there's a protest happening that was on the verge of becoming violent, but it has been calmed down. The people have backed away from the house, and now they're just sort of chanting and protesting. It's not a riot,
Yeah.
despite how some people have described it.
Okay, so yeah, so it only takes you like a few minutes, Bazak. You've already dropped the people off at the jail while this has been happening.
Have Nora and I
Okay.
made any progress?
Yeah, so like I said, you found like a kitchen servant entrance. Do you want to knock on the door?
Do you want to knock on the door? They might see. Well, actually, if they're tieflings, maybe I should. And I bring out my badge. I put it at the window and I knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, a young woman, like in her teens, answers the door, and she's wearing a cook's outfit. She's like, "Why, hello there. How can I help you?"
I was a little confused at her. I was actually hoping I could help you. You know that there's a protest beating down your door on the front, right?
Oh, that's okay. I don't think they'll be able to get inside. I think everything's calmed down.
Oh, well, can I come in just to make sure? I want to help. I want to make sure that they don't come in.
Sure.
Thank you. Are you the only one that's here? I as soon as she lets us in, I quickly usher Nora in and we go in. Is there anyone else in the house with you?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people in here. I'm just the assistant chef.
Can I see whoever's the master of this house?
Maybe? I don't know. Let me check. Do you want to just stay here while I go look for him?
No, I'll come with you.
Do you have a warrant or something?
You just invited me into your home.
Yes, and I would like you to please stay here in the kitchen area so I don't get in trouble.
Oh, well, very well, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
As soon as she leaves, I immediately start investigating the kitchen. Just to make sure there aren't, like, children being boiled or eaten in here. Just to double check.
Yeah, can I do investigation?
We're both gonna start scanning the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, you guys can make an investigation check.
She's entirely too calm about this situation.
And are we all actually American police?
No, we're fantasy police. It's different.
Kind of, maybe, sort of.
Like, not getting into it as much as I can see. Like, I'm not gonna move through I'm not gonna open their cabinets and stuff. But
that's where the children are. They're in the oven.
In earnest.
I rolled a 15 on my investigation. What did Nora roll?
Okay.
Signal
you
your
roll
drug dog is it.
Yeah, you guys see a lot of regular kitchen stuff. You see, the main thing that sticks to you is that on one wall, sort of there's a giant list of things that are supposed to be done.
Well, we have this guy handcuffed, but while we're waiting for backup, I was like, all right, so I'm going to need a description of your daughter, and can you actually explain what's going on? Who you think the people in this house are? Like, I'm going to need to get a statement so we know what we're dealing with.
What? There's no time for statements. My daughter's being turned into a demon as we speak right now. We need to get in there.
So I'm going to need to ask you to calm down and explain it to me.
My daughter went missing 2 days ago. She said she was going to go to her friend's house, and we haven't seen after her, and it's turning her into a demon.
Did you report your daughter's disappearance to the town guard?
Well, the rule is they have to be missing for 48 hours, so we haven't reported it. But she's been missing 2 days ago, so now we can report it.
And what made her being turned into a...
My neighbors also had children that disappeared. That's why we got this big mob here, and multiple people have reported that this house is very suspicious.
And who are those people?
Our GM can't even do this the second case. You know, it's ridiculous as NPCs are.
I'm gonna procedure your crazy mom man into the ground. with direct specific questions.
Okay, guy. And he's like, hello, yes, my name is Alan. I am a neighbor of this person. My children have also gone missing, and we.
What's so funny, Alan?
That's out of...
He had rainbow dust before he got here.
One would think normally that a person's children being disappeared.
Yeah,
It's
like
not
I
so
said,
fun-
like I said on Friday, when I'm laughing, it's actually just sobbing. It's
Oh, that's right.
uncontrollable
That's
sobbing.
right. I forgot, that's right.
My son is missing.
Alan, pull yourself together. You're a man, aren't you?
Also, ages, descriptions, and you've given us no evidence to suggest why you think it's this house.
My son is 7 years old. His name is Alan Jr.
You just made your son's up on the name. He is fine. You just made it up.
He has brown hair. And for his 6th birthday, I got him a locket that has a tracking spell on it, and it says that he's in this house.
Okay.
That's how we know that this house is very suspicious.
I think this dad is very suspicious.
Then the other person pipes up, okay, so is that probable cause enough? Go inside the house. Like I said, my daughter's 17 years old. Her name is Cassandra, and she's been kidnapped 2 days ago, and she's becoming a demon as we speak.
They're just both like, are these people for real?
Just let me know when I show
pulls
up.
out this little sketchboard, like clipbook thing, and he pulls it up. And he's like, see, this is the tracking spell. It says he's inside this house right now. And the crowd, meanwhile, this entire time has just been like, go, go, action, go, go, guards, go, into the house, go, go, rescue the children, fight the demons. Okay, so Brock Lucky arrives as backup.
That's our only backup.
Oh, the entire backup is the guy we sent to get the put the computer away. Come on, that was your backup.
So Brock saunters in and he's like, so what's going on, guys? Just lifting a weight.
Also, the music changed when Brock showed up, but it was pretty perfect.
These
I wish I'd heard.
These protesters think that their kidnapped daughters are inside this house being turned into demons. They're demanding that we break down the doors and
Why do you think that?
we haven't gotten them to explain that yet. They're being unreasonable and irrational.
Right. So
Okay,
I wanna
people, I'm gonna
check
need
out this
you
tracking
to
spell.
calm down.
I'm gonna.
If you get
I'm
too
gonna-
out of order, I'm gonna
I'm
have to force you all into the boot camp, and you're not. It's real tough for the first time. Believe me, it'll be. Some of you gonna throw up. It's not fun the first time,
Right.
but it's
So
good
I'm-
for you. You need
Someone
it.
just
So
yells,
you
hey,
come
you look big and
anyways.
strong. How about you go knock that door down and save our children from the demon?
May I see the tracking spell? The tracking spell. I don't do air quotes. May I see the tracking
How
spell?
do you know that,
The guy
that
holds
there's a
up the
demon in
tablet
there?
thing.
Right. I'm gonna cast identify as a ritual.
Okay.
Hold it for
10 minutes.
10 minutes of the crowd yelling, go, go, go.
Okay, fine. I'll cast it as a regular spell. It takes 1
You can
minute.
cast
There,
it as
happy?
a ritual. It gives us time to figure
Yeah.
out what we're doing in the house.
I'm just
Well, the
saying,
question is,
okay.
wait, how is the crowd going to react?
So,
How is the crowd going to react to the demon man
he's like,
casting a ritual?
Well, don't worry. Alan is very sophisticated. He knows what a tiefling is. The other
Oh,
person
that's
who's
nice.
handcuffed does not.
So I'm basically investigating this. So if there's kids actually in there,
It's
then
like,
I feel
hey,
we
you're
can
casting a
actually
hex
ask
on
them.
that tracking spell. You're trying to change it.
So this entire time, I'm trying to convince the crowd to come to my boot camp.
You're just giving up. Well, I mean,
The
probably
crowd,
gonna distract
every
them.
single person in the crowd tells you that if you go in there and break the door down and save their children from the demons,
Right.
they'll all be at your boot
No.
camp bright and early tomorrow at 6
So it wouldn't
a.m.
look like I was trying to hex it because I pull out like this little like handheld device thing that's like scanning it
Mhm.
and like putting out little readings on the device. 'Cause
Mhm.
I-
He's hacking into your tracking spell.
He's hacking.
No, he's not. I've worked with this man since he's been hired. He knows what he's doing. Just calm down, people.
Hey, Brock, me and my husband and all of our relatives will be at your boot camp tomorrow morning. All you have to do is break that door down and go rescue our children from demons. Is that too much to ask?
Man, I'm not gonna break the law. There's a procedure to these things, and I guarantee you, if there isn't, I guarantee you, if there is in fact a demon in there turning people into demons, then I personally will go in there and fight them to the death. I promise you.
Excellent. Well, we can guarantee you there are demons, so you should get in there right now. And then Clint and stuff's like, yes, if you look at my tracking spell, it clearly shows that there's my son inside the house right now. Okay,
What
so
does it look
swing
like
back
to
the
me?
kitchen. So
I just glance at it.
It looks like a black like map with outlines of the street and the houses, and there's this red dot that's flashing inside the house.
Right, but I'm verifying that it's actually a tracking spell.
Okay, so
Okay. Well, hang on a second. That's actually legitimate. Like am I privy to that? Because I want to call it in dispatches. Because that's basically
We're already in
that's
the
like
house.
that's like an informant tip.
Well, they
Yeah.
were already in the
Basically,
house. You can just tell us.
Yeah, that's why I'm checking the. That's why I'm casting Identify on it to make sure it's a legit tracking spell. So that,
yeah, and then you guys will know for sure.
Okay.
So if I find out they're already in the
so what I'm
house-
gonna do? So what I'm gonna
You
do
can
is
go
I'm
first.
gonna call I'm sorry, I don't know Zeri's character's name. I'm gonna call Zeri and Sarah and tell her that there's a citizen outside that has cast what he calls a tracking spell, and he says that it's evidence that there's a demon inside the house. So I'm gonna call it into dispatch and see if we can get approval to do a search of the house.
I'm already in the house. Let me see what I can do about quizzing the residents.
We'll make it fast because these people are getting restless out here.
Very
So
well.
does the map sort of show where roughly on the house that it might be? If I could just look at it while he's doing his
so
thing.
It's pretty zoomed out, so it's just like half of the house has a giant red
Which
dot.
half of the house?
The left half, the house.
Okay, so
Oh,
we get
I
this
tell
tip.
them.
Speaking of which, we need to go back over here.
So Nora and I get this tip
It's
while
like
we're
this now.
inside. As soon as he tells me that, I leave the kitchen and go find the servant. And I'm like, Nora, we need to go find these people now.
Okay, so
All
I
right,
asked
the
you
whole
guys.
investigation's ruined. You've just destroyed everything. The legal legitimacy is gone.
Okay, so as you guys
No,
are
I'm
leaving
probable
the
cause
kitchen,
now.
We know
there's
You
someone
had to
coming.
verify that it
There's
was
someone
probable
walking into the
cause first.
kitchen, and
a random tip from some citizen doesn't constitute probable cause.
as you guys are leaving the
Verify it
kitchen,
for
you almost collide with the same girl again, and she like screams like, "Ah! How'd you guys get in here? What do you want?" And she holds up her hand.
You invited us into your home.
Oh, I did. And she looks down at. She has like this little. She underneath her chef uniform. She has like she pulls out a little booklet on a chain, and she looks at it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I have amnesia. I can't remember anything." So I see here I wrote down that I let you guys into the house. Was I supposed to do something for you? I just came back to keep working in the
Yes,
kitchen.
in fact, you were supposed to bring me to your master.
Oh, I think I forgot about that part.
You did. You left us in the kitchen, and we were worried that you weren't going to come back, and we felt very, very ill-used. If you could go speak to him now, it's really very urgent.
Okay, yeah, we better do that. Okay, so she leads you up a flight of stairs.
Amnesia just saved my bacon.
She leads you up a flight of stairs to. Oh, my Discord just went black. That means it's gonna crash in a couple minutes. Can everybody still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, we'll keep going until it disconnects. Yeah, so she leads you upstairs to like a study that has a closed door, and she knocks on it. Excuse me. And
and said bye-bye.
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 So, Eve, if it turns out that crazy stuff's going on in there, we can't all just leave the mob because the mob's gonna run in.
I can handle quite a few things.
I promised the mob that I would go in personally, so I don't want to break that promise. So
they're all scared of demon people. So,
okay, did I disconnect at some point? Did you guys hear what I was saying?
You said you knock on the door, and
Oh, okay.
You were
Dang it, you
about to
missed the
say
whole
what-
description of the room. Dang it.
Yeah, you said the door opens and there's somebody there, and he says, and that's when
Oh,
you.
then he says, "Come in," and you go inside, and there's this nicely furnished office study thing that has nice red carpeting and chandeliers and bookcases and stuff. And there's a nice mahogany desk, and the guy sitting behind it.
what race is he?
He's a human.
Right to that, Missouri.
Well, I'm just checking.
He's a demon.
Look, everyone's freaked out of the way we look. I just making sure.
And he says, "Oh, hello there. You must be town guard. Are you here to disperse the rabble in front of my house?"
Yes, I would like to. I first need to understand what the situation is. I'm Officer Kira. This is Officer Nora. Why exactly is this mob at your door at this hour?
Well, based on the things that they're shouting, they think that I have kidnapped their children or some such
Have you?
nonsense. Of course.
I seem pretty convinced that you have. Is there any reason why they would?
Well, the townspeople, as you know, are very suspicious in this town, and they think that I turn their children into demons. I'm actually just a child psychiatrist, and I try to help treat children who have mental illnesses, such as my chef lady here who has short-term memory loss.
Is there any way you can prove this?
I have records.
That would be helpful. Also, one of the people claims that their son is here. In fact, that they have some way of knowing of their presence recently. Have you found anything within this home from one of your patients?
Not that I know of, but it's entirely possible that their son might be here if their son ran away from home, because we also have a part of my establishment here is like a halfway house for runaway children with mental illnesses.
Could you take me to them? I'd like to see them.
Also, yeah, for that, and also to see all the patient records. There's patient provider confidentiality, so you need some warrants and stuff.
Officer Nora here is the warrant officer.
Oh, perfect. Can I see the warrant?
You want to write one of those up?
Sure, that's how that works.
Like, in the meantime, better. But I'm not letting you into that room without.
Well, I can't break the law, otherwise I'm going to sue, so now we're at an impasse. Unless you have a warrant right now. And then all of a sudden, the assistant cook lady just falls to the ground and she starts having a seizure. And then he rushes over to her and he like pulls the stethoscope and stuff out of his stuff.
Okay,
and tongue depressor.
well, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but whatever. I'm just gonna open the door and peek in while he's doing that.
No, you guys just want the only door to this room leads to the hallway, so he just like took you in this room. It's like a sitting room. He was gonna go back out to a different room later.
This just feels really weird. This just feels really weird.
Can I use healing? Oh great, my computer stopped working.
Right, so the people outside, we're attempting to do things all like the regular way, and they're all over there doing the crazy stuff. including the following warrant
Okay,
officer.
we're gonna leave them there for now and return back to the front group, and because it's been 10 minutes, so your identify spell has gone off, and you've identified as imbued with tracking magic that can track like a designated target object.
All right, turn the other guys. Well, it looks like the tracking. This is indeed a tracking spell.
Want me to do it?
I can't verify who the target of the tracking spell
He knows.
is.
But if
Are we
he's-
sure? Are we sure if the location on the map is here?
Yes, it is this building. So
Has HQ?
John, you were calling in dispatch to see if we could get like approval to go into the house.
You're glitching
Dylan?
out. I can't hear you.
Me? I'm glitching out.
John,
What?
can you hear us, John?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
He was
trying
saying-
to get clearance from like our dispatch to like go into the house.
No, not yet. I was waiting. I was waiting for Zeri and Silver to resolve their end of it.
We may have a solution to the problem.
No.
What's wrong? Oh, you don't have second level spell. How long?
Look.
Does she know how long a warrant would take to write up?
I would have to call them through my speaking phone or speaking stone.
Well, I mean, as an officer on the scene, I can call and give dispatch a description of it. We can probably get a writ issued by a judge or a magistrate in a matter of minutes if they decide it's worth. If they decide that our evidence on the scene, our tip is worthwhile.
Nora, you wanna call them and
But I don't know how fantasy. Like I was saying in the chat, I don't know how jurisprudence works here. I have a vague knowledge of how we do it in the kind of the common law system, and that's what I'm playing off of. So
Well, it seems like going off of that and then modifying it slightly for maybe slightly more authoritarian fantasy world might be a good way to go.
Kyra's
So
gonna have to tell me what is and what isn't.
So
Yeah.
I will call him on the stone, but as I do, like while he's dealing with this situation, and I'll be like, so apparently this is supposedly a halfway house, and this guy's a psychiatrist. He says that the children are here, but that they are here on his own free will. However, he won't let me go see them, as he says that it's a breach of confidentiality, and somehow he's going to be sued by someone. Children on my own. I need a warrant in order to search the premises. I'm not sure if he's telling the truth, and I currently don't have a way to see. I'm keeping him within my view, though, and I'm not letting him out of my sight until I know more about what's going on.
Please hurry. I'm sitting here writing a fake warrant. Please. Get a real one.
Wait a minute, please. Are we doing it? I'm sorry. Kira, didn't you just say you're gonna call?
I'm calling you guys, and like, because I don't know. I'm like you told me to tell you what's going on, so I'm telling you what's going on.
Okay, I'm calling dispatch and I'm giving them all the details and asking if we can get a writ to search the house.
Okay, so they say that since Casadius has verified the tracking spell, that seems like enough probable cause where you guys can go into the house right now and search it.
Okay, so who's gonna? I mean, Brock, you're going in. Casadius, what about you? Are you gonna go with him?
I was thinking someone should probably stay out here to make sure no one else gets in the door.
Well, I'll stay here.
Okay.
But also, is backup coming? Because I called for backup as well.
Backup is here. Brock Lucky is on the job.
Yeah, I'm back up.
They sent
I'm
Brock.
back up, bro.
Yup.
I was really hoping for somebody an officer to turn over this man that I've detained to.
Send Brock. He seems to be our detained person walk dude.
Okay, so while you guys are
Brock's got to go in.
deliberating,
Brock made his promise. He's got to go in.
Yeah, that's true.
so Nora,
Yes.
you and Kira see like the person just start thrashing on the floor, and the doctor guy's like kneeling over her with some tongue depressors and stuff, and all of a sudden, like her hands are just flailing, and all of a sudden, like somehow the hand just like ends up embedded in his chest, and he just like falls over on the ground. There's like blood everywhere.
What?
So like,
Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast!
Okay,
no,
so-
I don't deal with that.
I'm gonna run forward and do
Okay,
cure wounds
so-
on the guy.
Okay, so
yeah,
roll,
you cure wounds
roll
and I'm blasting
initiative.
the heck out of this lady.
Roll initiative.
Oh, crap.
I will roll it too because I'm already on my way into the house.
Are we all rolling?
Yeah, everybody can roll initiative.
I don't want to.
Are we doing initiative?
Yeah, we're rolling initiative. That's a
That's
5.
awful.
Mine's a yeah. Oh
Oh my goodness. I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 21.14.
5, but oh my goodness.
I also rolled a 5. Yay.
So the epileptic memory loss patient just pulled his heart out of his chest?
Yeah, basically.
No, she didn't pull his heart out of his chest. She just stabbed him in the heart.
With
Oh,
her
it's,
ba-
Yeah, with her
through the
bare hand.
sternum, through the sternum,
Jeez.
and the
Oh,
pericardium
wow.
into
With
his
her
heart
hand.
like that.
With her
Oh, you
You got
hand.
some
Rick
Radic
is in
vibro
there.
hands action going on over there.
It's my Eldritch. That's just 1d5. Yeah. Or maybe I should do Frostbite first.
It's powerful kung fu.
Holy cow!
He needs to learn it. The monks need to learn this power.
I'm not sure I want that power. Snatching hearts out.
Oh, but it's a weapon attack. She's just gonna claw me. I don't know. That's not gonna help.
Maybe he doesn't know that this is happening and that she's
You know,
the demon.
I'm hoping that that's what's happening. That it's her, and this guy is totally legit. Like that's best case
Well, he's dead
scenario.
now, so
Well, you know, she's patching him up. He's dying, and she's like, heal it. I'm like, let's kill him.
Okay, so who all
well, if
needs
I
to
was
be
there, I
on the
could use
turn
spare
order?
the dying.
I have spare.
I
that.
do.
I have that too.
I rolled a 21.14.
Nora's on the only person on the turn order, I think.
Oh, why are they upset? Fireworks.
Okay, what did Kiera roll?
5. The same as.
I still know how my name is pronounced.
Okay, is everybody on the turn order? Does everyone see the
I'm not on the
spells in
turn order. I'm not.
What? Yeah, you are.
I don't see. Oh, am I there now?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm at the bottom now.
You
It just showed up. I couldn't see it a second ago.
You're the blue square. 'cause
Oh, yeah, I know.
you don't have
I just didn't have the option to scroll down like 10
Yeah,
seconds ago.
lame. Fix.
Door. Draw off the edge of the map. There's the door.
Whatever.
I'm trying to in.
Over the top of the outside of the house.
There we go.
Inside
This is
the
the
house.
front door. There's the front door.
Now my
Nice.
okay. Where's the front door?
Where the three of them are standing.
Oh, okay.
So am I
Okay,
like partway
Brock,
through
your
the
turn.
front door?
He doesn't even know.
I am back.
Nora, make a wisdom
I am
saving
back.
throw.
Did you move through my turn?
Welcome back.
So 20 plus my wisdom?
Yeah.
So it wasn't it my turn?
+4.
Oh, why?
Nine. I got 9.
Yeah, your turn was just walking inside the house. You guys don't know what's going on.
I have such
Oh yeah, but I'm going like full walking speed. So like, how far did I get?
You're just with the group of them, the three.
Oh, we all went inside. I thought the two of them were staying outside.
Okay, so yeah, so all of a sudden, Nora, you feel like the girl. You see her stand up off the ground, and oh, this red line is the inside of the house. This is the floor layout. Okay, and you feel basically charm effect, so you feel like the greatest person in the history of the universe. And you hear her telepathically sped, and she tells you to attack.
Creature doesn't
Yeah,
say you.
you're
Not
hostile.
one that you are attacking.
No. So okay, either way, it's either she's using this because she's trying to attack you with it, or it doesn't deal damage to you because she's not actually attacking you. But then that would break what she's trying to do.
I'm trying to dispel any magical darkness within me because one sense I really want to attack Kira.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I know she's good. And I'm also like a lot.
She's fighting against her dual nature.
And like everything about my brain
Yeah.
and my.
Okay, you can do it. So roll your constitution. Okay, so you're gonna say that you're gonna attack yourself instead of attacking her.
Cool.
So I need to do a
So
constitution.
roll a constitution saving throw.
I'm fine with this.
Because you're not being damaged.
I'm a squishy warlock. I can't be fighting two enemies. I was like, Nora and I can fight each other.
I just rolled a natural.
Oh, you're so... Phew!
Thanks for not attacking me.
I still want to damage on yourself.
Okay, so what does that mean? Does that just mean you just still take half damage, or do you take like less than half?
On a save. Well, but she just rolled. She rolled to attack herself, or so you rolled for your. So
You just
you
made a
went down half
constitution
damage
saving
on
throw.
success.
So you take a half damage.
Yeah.
So you take
Okay,
half
so you
damage.
take 2d10 plus 3.
And half of that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Radiant damage towards yourself. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad she didn't roll that for me. You take
So 3
points of damage. Yeah.
Okay.
She just gave herself a headache. I'm like, okay.
So
Wait,
does
isn't
that,
it
does that
2d10?
stop,
It's
like-
2d10.
It's 2d10.
Not 1d10.
I thought I
She rolled
I
2d10.
did that. Oh
Didn't
no, I
she?
didn't.
What?
Oh.
She
Oh,
rolled
never.
a
I put
1d10
it
plus
into
3.
that.
Well, ignore the plus
great.
3.
Now I have to
No.
no more. What?
It's you put a plus 3. It's 2d10 plus 3. You don't put. It's not plus 6.
12. The roll is 12.
Oh.
No, it's 7.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
7.
that's 12.
So
Okay,
I
so
would
you take
take
6.
7 plus 3. Yeah, total.
So 6 damage in all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Okay, so now make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
there are way too many fireworks going off right now. My dog's freaking out.
Yeah, both your dogs are
Seriously?
unhappy.
Okay, unfortunately, you are still charmed.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, you
never
get
mind. That's all
advantage.
wrong.
Roll one more time.
Roll
You get
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah. Oh, 18! Here we go.
Okay, so you managed to purge the dark elf, and you are no longer charmed.
Yay.
And you see the girl sort of still spasming, but now she's like standing up and she's screaming in agony and also anger because she's got blasted with radiant damage.
Wow.
Okay. I guess that was my turn then. I was gonna
Oh
kill
yeah,
the
you
guy.
did radiant damage to her too, because it's all in the area effect. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now whose turn is it? It is now Goodwin. Oh yeah, you were just walking inside the house. Okay, Kira's
Goodwin's
turn.
staying outside because he doesn't know that
Okay.
anything's happening.
For my action, Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
plus 7, 16.
Okay, that hit.
Okay.
Can people hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
8 points of damage. And then for a bonus action, I cast Spare the Dying on the dude whose heart got ripped out.
Okay.
The creature, so he's now stable somehow. And then Eldritch Blast, Spare the Dying, and then I say over my comms unit, I'm like, I need backup in here now. We're dying in here. Someone's attacking. The nurse has turned into a zombie monster. The guy is down on the ground. He's dying, and also Nora's trying to kill me. I need help.
I have a really strong urge to attack her, guys. Get in here. Yeah, if I was able to say that, I would, but it's not my turn.
Okay, now it's Brock's turn. So now you've heard the situation, so now you can charge in there.
Yeah, if I just go in full sprint, 60 feet of movement.
It's okay, Winter. She is bullshit. I know. You should pet her. I have been.
What's going on out over there? Oh,
The Chiefs
oh,
won,
yeah.
and our dogs are very, very
They
scared.
haven't
They
technically
haven't
won
won
yet.
But
They're winning.
Well, that's
It's
enough
close
for the
enough.
people here to be making fireworks.
They're
and
going
our
to
dogs
win.
are not.
going off everywhere.
Our dogs are not happy.
Sounds like a war zone right now.
Both of our dogs are scared of fireworks, so this is fun.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't feel like regular
That
guards.
might be a bad
I don't know.
idea.
Do regular guards have the ability to temporarily deputize citizens there? Or do you
Not
need to
in
be like a
Castleburn.
Okay.
Castleburn, the people here are crazy. You have to be a certified guard because otherwise you don't know what you might deputize here.
We need the horde to go murder people.
Okay. Kira, make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. 8.
Okay, suddenly you now also
Hold
now
on,
you
hold
think
on,
that
hold on. 8 plus
Okay.
4. So
8 plus 4,
that's
12.
math. 12. Yeah.
Okay, now you think that this crazy seizure lady is the greatest person in the universe, and you hear a voice inside your head telling you to attack Nora.
Great. Cool.
Okay,
Sorry, Mr.
Nora, your
Charmed.
turn. Mhm. Nora, it's your turn, Nora. Nora, can Nora hear me?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. I didn't hear you. Okay. Well. Great. Now she's trying to kill me. So now I have to figure out, do I want to do channel divinity on her this time?
Do you have anything that purges charm effects?
Yeah, she's scared too.
You'd have just crawled underneath my chair. It's good. It's all good.
Okay. Or should I try to heal the guy? Well, you stabled him.
It's fine. It's not dying.
So I guess that.
Do you have any? It's my doghouse. Okay, you decide your turn. Hold on.
I'm gonna do channel divinity.
Excuse me.
On
I think you
her.
can only do that once per day, once
Wait,
per short rest.
What?
You can only do that once per short rest.
You only do channel divinity. Do you have any spells that like purges charming effects? Or...
No.
Gee, hold on. I know you just want to go hide under something.
did that.
You can just put her in the kennel.
No, she's super. Well,
Goodwin?
she's scared, but I don't want her hiding.
Okay, so now that I know that there's combat happening, I want to, as I go inside the house, I'm gonna shout to the people to remain calm and stay out here in the street, and then I'm gonna call on the stone. How specific was the report? She just said that she just frantically yelled that we're dying, we need help.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna interpret that as somebody's been down, somebody's been killed, and I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm
and
gonna
she
call in
specified
dispatch.
that a service character was also attacking her and some other stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna call all that in, and I'm gonna tell dispatch that we have an officer down and we need more backup at our location. And then I'm gonna run toward where they're at.
Okay. The crowd is like, yes, go, charge, go, kill the demon.
Okay, so
Basic, you have 9 bonus points.
I don't know. Is this red the interior of the house?
Yes.
Is it kind of a youth situation? Okay, I'm gonna. Neither of those things. Don't do either of them.
Okay.
Bazak, you are extremely purple. Oh, that's better.
Kira, it's your turn, Kira.
I'm waiting for the GM to tell me what I can and can't
Yeah.
do.
My
You
wife,
have to attack her. You have to attack her.
my wife read the other day, by the way, that like for dogs, when you let them lick you, it has like an aphrodisiac effect. It releases endorphins into their blood or something that helps calm them down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to. The thing is, she used to be an outdoor dog. So when fireworks and stuff would go out, she'd just go in her doghouse and hide. She doesn't have a doghouse now, so she thinks the under part of my desk is a doghouse. But I have all my computer wires down there. I don't want her down there. But apparently, Sarah was just putting T-shirts on the dogs, and she said that's supposed to help.
It does. It's like a comfort thing for them.
So we're going with that.
All right.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe.
Okay. So I want to kill her because I think she's evil.
Don't.
Yes.
Do I have to attack her?
Yeah, you have to attack her.
I have to attack her.
Well, just don't state that you're trying to kill her, so you know.
I'm so well.
Incapacitate.
Really confused. I will use frostbite on her. Hopefully, she makes the con save, which is really high because I'm very skilled. I'm gonna roll for you, okay? You're trying to make a Constitution save of 15.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
You rolled an 8. I'm sorry.
You have a +2. Yeah, you didn't make it. So you take 1d6 points of damage. You take 3 points of cold damage. And you have disadvantage on your next weapon attack roll.
Goodness.
It's not spells, it's weapons. As long as you don't use a weapon, you're fine. But you have disadvantage now, and you took 3 points of damage. It's the least attack. It's like my least damaging attack. I have a +5 to my charisma.
Your Eldritch Blast could almost one-shot her if you got me.
I know. I'm like trying really hard not to just.
Also, how is Guiding Bolt?
How much damage?
That seems like the most OP spell in history.
Yes, wait.
It's a
level
really
1
good one.
spell that does 4d6 radiant damage, and it gives you advantage against your attack next.
In my
attack roll against
experience, though,
and has a range of 120 feet. What kind of spell is that? That's ridiculous.
Focus.
In my
focus.
experience-
Can we keep
Yeah.
going, please?
in my experience, though, they always miss with it for some weird reason.
What else do I have?
You have disadvantage on weapon attack rolls.
Okay, Brock.
It's
your
cold damage. Do you have any advantage on colds? Any resistance to cold damage?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Did Chira communicate to us that they've been charmed and they're attacking each other?
Well,
Yeah.
I said that Sirva's attacking me, but now I'm the one charmed, so I wouldn't communicate that, because now I apparently think everything's cool and fine, and Nora's evil. It's real confusing down here.
So yeah, I just keep on sprinting down the hallway like, guardsmen, bros, what's going on?
Okay.
Nora's gonna have to communicate that now. I get. Well, I could. I can
Okay,
on my
the
turn.
girl moves over towards you, Nora, and swings very long claw hands at you.
She's attacking you with her claw hands.
She's a hag. Kill her.
She probably is a hack,
Okay, she got
honestly.
22.
She had 22 to hit.
It deals 7 damage.
What does my armor do?
It's okay.
Okay, so Nora, now it's your turn.
How much does my armor take?
Nothing. Your armor's your AC.
So how much damage did she do?
7.
7.
Guys, help! Please!
She has 2 hit points left. Do you have cure wounds? You should heal yourself.
That would be nice. That would be
Alright.
nice.
You have no
If I get in there, I can cast Sanctuary
I
on you.
know. Just hadn't every time I've been trying to help everybody else.
Well, okay. You're the only one dying. Everyone else is fine. But if I'm just saying, cast cure wounds on yourself, or if you can kill her, if you can one-shot her now. Either way.
Well, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
then
it's your
yeah,
turn.
I'm doing cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
Okay, so I just do it, right?
1d8 plus 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get
4 hit points. Yay.
Woo! Also, all the guards rate on them that deal 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
I wish I knew that before I
Okay,
did
we
that.
can just say you drank a potion instead then.
Okay, I can just drink a potion instead.
Yeah.
4d4.
Okay.
Yourself back that point. That matter.
44.
It's okay. It's okay. No, no, you can't. That's
Oh,
not.
that's better.
It's not your doghouse. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Okay. I'm not dying now.
Yeah, so it's 4d4 plus 4, so that's 15 health. Okay, so that is your turn, unless you want to try to move away from the lake.
Well, how close am I?
Well, you might think about attack.
Oh my
opportunity now.
Well, if I move, she'll attack me again.
Yeah, attack.
Yes,
opportunity.
that is true.
So I'm just gonna stay here. What? Oh no, because I did cure wounds. I can't actually do anything else, can I?
You can use a cantrip as a bonus action. That's it.
Oh, I can do a cantrip.
It's the bonus action?
If it's a bonus action, cantrip.
Oh, if
yes.
it's, yeah.
Oh, I can do a bonus cantrip. That would just light something up.
I thought you didn't do cure wounds.
Yeah. But the potion
Oh,
still
I
takes an
didn't.
action. The potion takes an
I didn't,
action
but
to
I drank
drink,
a
though.
potion. Is that an action?
Yeah.
Only if you're using a lane potion.
Do you have
Well,
healing hands? I think that's a
some-
bonus.
That's a
you can't.
paladin.
You can only if you have when you've taken action. The only spell you can cast is a bonus action cantrip.
Mhm.
And I've got one,
Okay.
but that's a light type. Light things up.
Okay, Goodwin, your turn.
Okay, I'm running.
No, Gita.
Okay, I was moving it, so
Oh. Casadius,
She didn't
your
want to
turn.
go over there, though, when I said,
I guess I'm also running. Ooh. Yay.
Yay. Okay, Kira,
Okay, what can I do?
you will still have to attack Nora.
I'm gonna cast Frostbite again. I'm really sorry. I have a really high. I have very high
Does she
score.
not get to roll a saving throw?
That she does,
No.
but I have a 50. Well, at the end
No,
of my
don't
turn.
you?
I think.
Doesn't Kira get to
We
roll a
haven't.
saving throw?
No, Kira has not met the conditions to roll a saving throw.
Dang it. Oh, she rolled a 15. Good. She. Okay, she succeeded. Good job.
Yay!
You did it. You did it, Nora. You beat me. Yeah. Yeah. So nothing happens to her. Yay! I missed.
Okay.
Great. And then as I'm doing this, I'm really confused about the situation. So I use my thing again, but this time I just call Casadius, and I'm like, Casadius, for some reason, I think this person's actually trying to help, but Nora's still trying to kill us all. I don't think this lady's that bad, actually. You should come help me. I need your help. Nora's trying to kill me still, though. Wait, what? That's my turn.
Great.
Okay, Brock, your turn.
But it's all I can do. That way, at least Casadius knows I'm not right. Someone knows.
Or Casadius wants to attack Nora.
So I get to the doorway, and I try. Can I move past her? I would imagine not if she's charmed.
Oh yeah, since she's not an ally, you can't move through her space. Yeah.
I'm not aware he's there, though. I'm trying to get her. I'm over here, really confused.
So you can move past her at half speed, basically.
So yeah, just 2 instead. Let me see.
You did. You rolled well. This is supposed to be really
Don't
good.
have enough
I
movement
just said
speed.
bad guys.
I can, if I double move, I can get into here and be like, "Well, what's going on, everybody? Everyone, calm down and stop attacking each other. Tell me what the heck is going on?"
Oh, gosh.
And I'm in a rage.
He's gonna attack us.
You can
I
just
rage.
see that there's this lady that's just
Yeah. There's this crazy seizure lady with giant claw hands going crazy.
Claw lady, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you, Cass, to calm down. I'm gonna need Nora, you to calm down too. Everyone get on the floor, and I'll deal with things.
You just hear a voice in your head saying, Nora's trying to kill everyone. You need to kill her.
I really believe it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
First person who
so-
attacks, I'm gonna beat the crap out of. Don't care who attacks who.
Okay.
The aggressor's getting the
so-
crap beaten out of them.
Yeah, this new person looks very buff and scary. So all of a sudden, in your head, Kira, you hear new orders to attack Brock instead.
No.
And she is going to attack you, Brock. Oh, okay.
Every time, man, Brock has the worst luck.
So what'd she attack me with?
So she 9.
Holy
Okay.
max damage on that.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
you
goodness.
take 9 damage, and you also are.
I have it because
let's
I'm.
see.
Raging.
I
Yeah.
thought you could only rage twice per day.
The sheet says 3 times.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so you take 5 damage, that means. And then you also, let's say you fall prone.
Wait, I fall prone?
Yeah,
Why do I fall prone?
that was the
That's
crit
one, yeah.
effect.
Okay.
And then. Hold on. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, there's a tiny demon imp thing that appears in a cloud of poofy smoke.
Sorry, I
That
take
just
how
poops
many?
in
How
over
much
here.
damage
Are you
again?
using that encounter generator again? The
Yeah.
broken? No.
So I take how much damage again?
5 damage.
John saw through the lies and chicanery.
That thing is broken. Badly broken. Everybody prepare for Deus Ex Machina.
Okay, Nora, your turn.
Okay, so what's all happening around me now?
So you see crazy blade claw hand lady attacking Brock, and
Brock,
also
who still had
behind
temporary
her
hit points, he
soldier.
actually took no damage.
So you see a tiny little demon imp thing appearing.
Brock, you still have 4 temporary hit points, actually.
Does anyone want to investigate?
Yeah, I know, I
the imp and roll
subtracted from them.
perception to look over at it?
I'm a warlock. I'll do that.
You, not you.
What? I'm not.
You don't
curious
care about
it.
the imp. You only care about killing Brock.
Oh, now she wants to kill Brock. She
I'm a warlock. This is literally my domain of magic.
I guess you just feel like it's your friend.
Okay, fine. You can, if you succeed a wisdom saving throw, we'll let you investigate, but it won't break the rest of the effects on you.
I can't see it again. I'm still in the hallway, I think, right?
Yeah, we're both.
Yeah,
we're both
you guys are in the hallway.
I can roll.
If you make a wisdom saving throw, then you can roll
When do I make that?
right now.
Oh, okay.
Is anyone else going to look at the imp?
No, I'm dealing with the lady who's trying to kill me.
Okay, then now you can make a roll against the imp.
Rolled an 18.
Yeah, that was your wisdom saving throw, so you succeeded. So now roll.
11.
Okay, does anyone else want to notice the imp?
Outside the door still, so nope.
I meant anyone as in Nora or Brock.
I'm trying to beat this lady into unconsciousness.
I'm more interested in the lady going every time. So,
Okay.
you know.
Someone please get rid of her, please. I'm tired of
No,
killing my friends. I'd like to get in the battle.
Okay, so Nora,
gonna-
what do you do?
I'm gonna do Sacred Flame on her. She needs to
Okay.
do a dex save.
Okay.
Oh,
She got a 22.
Seriously?
That's how it always goes with Sacred Flame. It never goes well.
Yeah. Okay, Goodwin.
All right. I'm going to run to the door, and I'm going to see Kira there, and I'm going to use my halfling nimbleness to deftly sidestep around her without using any additional movement speed.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run up and stand next to Brock. and I'm gonna say, "What's going on? Who's the bad guys?"
So to your
This hissing,
Right,
this
you
hissing
see-
weirdo is clawing at me, man. I'll take care of her.
The hissing. Are you indicating the one to the north of you?
Yes.
Another creepy thing.
What about this other creepy thing?
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Playing in character. He doesn't even say the creepy thing.
All right, I'm gonna. This is a risk, but I think it's the right one. I'm gonna step in between these two here, and I'm gonna push the crap out of this one to the west of me.
okay,
Which one? The little imp or the person?
the person.
The person.
Yeah, punch the crap out of a person. Do it. I need. Is it a concentration spell she's using for the charm? Because if she takes damage, she has to roll over it.
No.
Dang it!
No.
No!
No.
No!
I can re-roll those.
Hobbits,
Slightly
yay!
better. Slightly better.
Thank you.
Okay,
It's
that
not in that one,
that
so you didn't punch
misses.
Brock. You didn't
Okay,
stuck
then
on
my bonus
Brock's
attack.
face.
Do you want to use Fury of Blows?
Come on!
No!
Oh wait, but you're flanking because Nora's over there.
Flanking is not a thing in this system.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You
In
get
5e?
advantage on that's the thing. Yeah, you get advantage on something that's
Not from what
so
I
the
read.
creature is flanked. No,
It's
you
in earlier editions, but not 5e.
All right, so
Where?
can we stop arguing about rules, please?
Hmm.
Let's just. Do we get it? Is flanking the thing or not? Do we get it or not?
Yeah, that's what we normally
Okay,
do.
so what do I need to roll?
You just get to roll all your attacks with advantage. So that
So-
whole series of events was your first attack. So now you can make a second.
Okay. And roll again because it's
Yeah.
with advantage.
Mhm.
Okay, I got a
Okay,
16.
so that will hit.
I got an 8.
Okay. Okay, so you whack it somewhere in the body from behind. Actually, I guess you're sort of to the side. Yeah. Are you going to use a key point to do Fury of Blows, or just do?
No, I guess I better. So I get one more.
Yeah. Okay. That hit with a critical success for double damage.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Okay,
How did you
Slashy
roll
sees her
twice?
lady looks very
Actually,
angry.
I get to have 3 attacks because key points are Fury. Was it Fist of Fury? What's it called?
Flurry of blows.
Yeah,
I thought you'd already done that in the upper ones.
Okay, Casadius.
Ooh, I can get to the door with my movement action.
Woo.
Yay. Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
Ooh, I rolled not a nat 20, but I rolled 20.
Okay, that will hit. Wait, who are you trying to hit?
I'm rolling a perception check, I said. Oh my goodness.
Okay, what are you trying to perceive?
I
I'm
at
trying to
least
figure out
I thought he
who I
said
should be going
deception.
for. I'm trying to get a lay of the land because it sounds like insanity's happening.
Yeah,
here,
it
so.
is. crazy seizure lady with very sharp claws on her hands is just going crazy, being whacked by a monk. And now there's also a demon imp guy flying behind Goodwin.
What is this? Can you briefly describe? I'm sorry. Can you briefly describe for me this person I just attacked? Like
The
in 3
person
words.
that you attacked, is a teenage girl with really long claws and crazy seizure.
Okay, I want. Can I shout something to Casadius?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to shout to Casadius. Attack this woman here. And I point to the lady with the long claws. That's my. I'm just suggesting them a course of action.
How long does it take to switch weapons?
A move action.
Shoot. Okay, I'm using my crossbow then. I'm gonna attack the imp guy. I'm not sure. I know imps are evil. Okay, I know for sure imp things are evil.
Okay.
Like, evil. I know imps are like where I came from. I know imps are bad. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but it could be connected to the imp. So like murdering the imp with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Oh my! Are you serious? I rolled a 4.
The imp flies right out of the way.
That was useful.
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. Oops. Why did I press roll instead of next on the turn order? Okay, Kira, you feel an overwhelming urge to attack Brock. Lucky.
Dang it! When do I get to make a whiz save?
I thought she won her wisdom.
Oh no,
save
that was
before,
just
so-
extra thing to see if she could look at the imp.
Oh.
When did you get to make a wisdom saving throw?
After I purged myself.
Right, so I have to take damage. That's okay. Okay, well, so I have to make the damage before I can make a save. So I have to attack. I can't help. I can't help the witch in any way. Like I couldn't try and heal her or do something to help her.
No, she told you to attack Brock.
Okay.
Although, that's a good idea, though. Maybe I should tell you to heal her next turn. But since you want to do that, that makes me very suspicious as to what you have up your sleeve in your terms of helping her.
Or she might just not want to attack
I
you.
forgot. My turret's gonna jump off my arm as a bonus action and move it right there.
But don't worry too much. I take half damage on basically everything.
As my bonus action.
Okay. It's gonna what as a bonus?
Okay, if you Brock, you're back up to 6 bonus hit points. I forgot I could do that. It can move 3 squares and then do its thing.
Noted.
Okay.
That does.
Oh, bonus points down. All right.
You touch an object that is no longer than 10 feet. Oh, I have to touch him. Never mind. Dang it.
And you could move up and touch me.
I could. The problem is
Okay, wait, okay.
I'm trying to figure out.
Redo. She tells you to use Eldritch Blast on him.
She can get. Well, she doesn't know what I have.
You hit her with it,
Oh,
so
that's
she just
true.
tells you to hit him with it.
Okay, well, that makes it simple. It's not my fault now.
I mean, don't worry about it. If you get charmed or something, use whatever makes the most sense to hurt someone the most.
I mean,
I don't mind.
unless I roll really low, I'm never gonna miss you. That's 60 plus 7.
That is.
And that's max damage. You take 15 points of damage.
I take half of that.
Yeah.
7.
Half of that,
Half
and you
of
have
that-
6 bonus
wait.
hit points.
No, he only takes if it's piercing or slashing, right?
No,
No,
he's totem
I'm
of the
resistant
bear,
to
so he
everything
resists
except psychic.
everything.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
And then
These
you
are
you
very
have 6
good.
That's why I don't mind as much.
And I guess then as my bonus action, since I see Cassidius behind me, I'm just like, look, see, Brock is trying. I don't know what he's doing, but he's like, I'm like, look, Brock is trying to harm her. I don't know why. I'm trying to stop him.
I want to yell at Kira. What are you doing? Get a hold of yourself. Stop that.
I can't do anything.
Okay, Brock, your turn.
Oh, the first person to attack me was the person in front of me, so I'm gonna go in on that.
Dude, you brain her with that mace.
I will.
Please, someone kill her.
I'm going to reckless attack too, so I have advantage. 25.
Okay, that will hit.
Clobbered.
10 damage
Yes.
total.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Okay. So anyone who's fighting here can roll perception.
What? Anyone who's fighting her can roll perception. Ooh, which is not me.
Not me either.
And I'll roll it, why not?
I
Nope.
got a 19.
Okay. Yeah, so John, you notice, and Nora both notice that she seems to be a lot tougher than one would normally assume, that the damage from that mace did not do that much damage to her.
Oh, also, I used half my movement to stand up.
Okay. Okay, Lady will make another attack on Brock. JK.
And
She will
slashes
not
her
do
own
that.
throat. She is dead.
Oh, that was. At least she doesn't know about all the other cool things I can do.
Okay, Nora, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Oh, wait,
Word
just
of
kidding. I
Radiance
forgot the
on
imp's turn.
both
Just kidding.
the
Wait, wait,
imp
wait,
and
wait,
the
wait, wait.
girl.
Wait,
turn.
it's the imp's
first.
turn. The imp will attack Goodwin. And he gets flanking. Goodwin hardly even notices the imp behind him feebly attempting to attack.
My crossbow bolt threw him off.
Okay, now it's Nora's turn.
Now it's your turn. She just stuffed a cracker in her face. She'll be in a moment. You told her it's the instrument. She's like, okay, clock.
Okay. I'm gonna do Word of Radiance on both the imp and the girl.
Okay, it only has a range of 5 feet.
Aren't they right on me? Like both
No,
of
the
them?
imp is across 2 other people from you.
Well, I'm doing it on the girl.
Okay.
So she needs to do a Constitution save.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yeah, she
finally
definitely
the
does
dice
not
is
save.
turning. Finally, the dice is on our favor a little bit. Here we go.
Okay.
Do I get advantage with that?
I guess it just does double damage.
Ooh, so it would be 2d6?
Yeah. Or just 1d6 and we'll double it.
1d6 and then double. That's how it works.
It's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Little splat.
She screams and like fire comes
Oh,
out
and
of
it's
her mouth
radiant
and
damage.
eyes. Yeah,
Wait,
white light fire comes out of her eyes.
Apparently Radiant does a lot to her.
That makes sense. I have a ability that will let me do radiant damage.
Okay, Goodwin.
Okay, I yell to the rest of the party, guys, I have a vague sense that this creature is tougher than normal, whatever that means. And then I kung fu her brains out with punches and kicks.
Kung fu her brains out.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that will hit.
No. No.
Okay. Do you want to, use Flurry of Blows on her again?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that will hit. Okay. Also, because you have Flurry of Blows in Open Palm, do you want to do any of those Open Palm effects on her?
Oh yeah, knock her down.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, what is there? There's knock down, push away, and what's the other one?
And then make her so she can't take a reaction.
Oh yeah, that. No taking a reaction.
Okay.
That would mean that no opportunity attacks if people move away.
Okay, so then one more attack.
15. So...
that will hit. She looks severely wounded.
Okay.
Do you have advantage on your attacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
She's
flanking.
flanking.
Actually,
Great,
technically,
that's
Nora
what-
does too. You're flanking with good ones.
Okay,
you have advantage on
Castadius.
melee
Right, so people are getting bonus hit points. That's my bonus action. So 7. So people who lost bonus hit points, I think just Brock, you have 7 hit points now.
Do I get bonus hit points?
I chose not to because you're acting crazy.
Dang it! What?
You don't believe that your wife when she told you
Nope.
that Nora was evil?
Also, I know that imps are just straight up evil, and we're not taking it prisoner, so I'm switching to my destroy everything gun.
Like, imps are illegal. Imps are not allowed to exist within town.
No one will mention this ever, and Nora should not mention that I have this gun.
Oh, he's pulling out the.
No, you don't want to know.
Yeah,
It
no.
sounds illegal.
No. What? He's pulling out the murder.
Oh my goodness,
machine
I've
gun.
rolled so terrible. This is the worst. I want to reroll. This is so bad. I want to do
Wait,
damage.
is he pulling
What
out something
gun do
that's
you
actually
have?
illegal?
What? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I don't see any guns on your
I don't see any guns in
character
here.
sheet.
Oh.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, there is.
Where? I just
It's
see
fine.
a
It's equipped.
light crossbow.
Nope, just don't worry about it.
Cheating. I think
I
it's called
missed.
He
cheating.
does have
I
it.
missed.
He does have it.
I missed. Okay, no one cares. I pulled a giant rifle and it missed, and it was terrible. It was super sad.
Oh, now I see it. Now I refreshed the page.
Mhm.
Why don't you use
Wait,
your,
what? How is this a common weapon?
I don't know what it is. Okay, don't ask me.
Why don't you just deploy a turret, a cannon? Why don't you use
No,
your
he just pulled a
I
rifle.
chose it so it can have 3 separate effects. So it's doing bonus hit points right now.
He's got a magic gun.
So
Like,
wait,
the
why
turret
is this
is shooting
illegal?
at us
Because
and
it deals
shooting at
necrotic damage?
Just don't worry about it, okay? It's basically the Mandalorian's disruptor
Uh-huh.
gun, and it's gonna disintegrate people. Okay, leave me alone.
Necrotic.
No, my cannon can only do. It can be either a flamethrower turret, a cannon, a shooty cannon, or a health cannon. And I chose the health cannon because we were dealing with rioters.
Okay, Kira, your turn. She tells you to use Eldritch Blast on Brock.
No, I don't want to. Caduceus hit me in the head. Do a 1 hit point to me so I can roll. Okay, you want that hit?
Brock gets hit.
Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a proper beating after.
I built my character to do really well. That's 14 hit points. I'm sorry.
7 hit points.
Which
So
is
that's
all
just
bonus
bonus
hit
points.
points.
Just the bonus hit points. You haven't even actually heard him like at all.
God,
He's taking, like,
good job.
my
No, you
turret
did
is
1
working
point of
out.
damage to me. You've done 1 point of damage.
I
I'm
just
liking
keep
my bonus hit
asking.
points.
I just
Okay,
keep
Brock,
asking
your
Keep
turn.
them coming,
I just keep
because I
asking
need them.
Tacitus what he's doing, why he's not helping me.
Because you're not pronouncing his name correctly. He's like, what? Who are you talking to?
He's not helping you because you gone crazy, bro. You gone crazy.
Okay, Brock.
As soon as I'm done beating some sense into this one, I'm gonna beat some sense into you too.
You're the crazy one here.
Do you not see that the imp is working with that
Do
thing?
not see what it's just an innocent girl trying to defend herself.
That hits, doesn't it?
Yes, that hits.
7 and 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's only 7. Never mind.
Only 7?
Ignore my accidental rolling the second time again.
Okay. Okay. All of a sudden, the girl just like falls to the floor, and she just like starts like sobbing until like, "Oh no! Stop! Don't kill me! Oh no! Leave me alone!" And Kira, you feel all of a sudden you're uncharmed now, and the imp
I just shout out,
disappears.
"Someone get some cuffs on her!"
The imp disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Dang it. The imp got real scared when I pulled out the big gun. He's like, oh no, I'm noping out. Noping out.
I'm just like, what is
Are we out of initiative order?
Yeah, you guys are out of initiative order.
that girl? She's trying to murder us all.
So like, I get out some cuffs, I get out some manacles, and I go and I chain her up.
I'm gonna ask her away. I'm gonna go run over to the guy who's laying on the ground.
When did we get in an elevator?
I don't know. This is the patient waiting room. This is the music that plays in the background.
Yeah, I want to ask about the dead guy on the floor.
He's not dead. I saved him. He's good. But I want to also go over like with Castidius and check on him.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
actually-
check the girl because I'm pretty sure she was under some sort of spell or something.
I'm gonna stick my knee into her back and handcuff her hands behind her.
Dude, I've already started. It's too late for you to get in on it. You
Well,
can get the feet,
I'm gonna
manacles,
find a
and
handcuff her.
knee.
You can
I'm
handcuff
gonna
her
find this
ankle.
piece of real estate to put a knee on her.
Wait, if that imp was behind everything, where are the rest
I'm
of the
doing some
children?
police brutality here.
Where are
I
the
got
rest
no
of the
tolerance
children?
for this nonsense.
I'm going
He
to
told me I'll come with you. I think he was that he pointed down in this hallway.
We're gonna have to take you down to the station, man, and figure out what's going on with you.
There's some kind of charming effect that they're using.
Okay, so you guys are going to look for the children, or are you going to look at the guy?
No, we're looking. No, I once they said he was fine. I'm going to actually. I realized.
Okay,
Wait a
yeah,
second.
he's
Imp
definitely not
vanished.
fine.
If Imp's behind.
No,
him,
he's
there's
fine.
still potentially children.
No,
If you
he's
look
fine.
at him, he's not fine.
But I cast Spare the Dying on him.
Yeah, he survived that, but then he died.
No, it says
Well, there's-
The
what?
imp killed him. Nobody
Spare
saw.
the. Wait, the imp attacked
the
him.
imp killed him. Oh, whoops. Well, we tried. Well, I'm following my husband down the hallway, I guess.
I still
Okay.
have my death gun out actually because Imp is around. I'm gonna vaporize him if I see him.
I still don't really understand what was going on with Kira.
That's
I was
okay. She
shocked.
hasn't explained it to you.
No,
yet,
I
so-
understand,
Oh,
but
okay. I tried to explain it to Castidius. I don't know if you heard me.
And so, okay,
Okay.
so after we get her cuffed up, I turn around and I pull out my mace and I start going towards her.
I'm already running down, but we're already running down a hallway. Castidius and I are already running down a hallway.
Yeah, but Brock doesn't skip leg day. You can't get away from him.
You can't outrun Brock.
If you come after me, I will use Eldritch Blast on you.
Okay, so you guys go down to investigate where the children are, and you find them children in rooms. There's like
I
a
don't like this music. You
Right,
find the
so
children
I'm like, police! Nobody moves with this really like steampunkish, crazy looking rifle that like has this glowing red down the
I
center
used-
of it.
And I use, as he does that, I use thaumaturgy to like flicker the lights and make us look scary.
No, I'm not trying to
And I-
scare the children. I'm just trying to like.
I'm trying to help you out.
okay.
I'm like,
All of the kids. So it's sort of like there's a large. It's like a big room that has a bunch of like bunk beds in it and stuff. And then all of a sudden they just start screaming, "Ah, demons!"
So wait, Zeri, what's your character's name again? What's Zeri's character's name again?
Kira.
Kira, okay. So at some point shortly after that, Brock comes up and says, Kira, it needs to be a reckoning, damn it.
For what?
Do you not remember what I said? I'm going to have to take you in.
If you're talking about anything about that happened back there, I was under a spell, dude. I don't know much of what has happened. Also, I think we've got bigger problems than whatever your score you're wanting to settle.
I look at the other dude, I'm like, is this check out? Because I don't understand that shit.
I think the imp may have been behind everything. We need to find him. Well, first we need to make sure these children are all right. I'm sweeping the room. Help me. As I'm just like with my gun going around like I'm a tactical dude, just like nope, not messing around.
Yeah, the children are just like going like this, holding their hands up.
Have any of you seen a little creature that's like yay tall with like little wings?
Wait. Don't fiends like possess people and current?
We haven't seen anything like that. What's going on?
See if you can find the child who was given the tracker thing, and so we can calm the mob down outside. I'm going to go back to the others, and we should take our prisoner in so that people can examine her and figure out what the heck's going on with her, because that's weird. And I don't think we should.
Can I roll fairy fire?
What?
You can cast fairy fire.
Yeah, I want to cast fairy fire.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that anything in a 20-foot range in this area,
20-foot cube.
yeah, cube is outlined in light if it's not visible.
You want to cast fairy fire in the room?
Mm-hmm.
So that if he's like hiding somehow, he'll shine a purple light. We'll say purple.
Okay.
So they have to roll dexterity check.
Okay. You don't see anything.
That's great.
There is no invisible air.
So I'm going to run back into the room.
Do you?
Okay, so how is Cassadia searching the bunks?
I can answer that.
Wait, it says that any creature in the area when the spell is cast, it's also outlined in light. If it fails a
I
dexterity
didn't
saving throw.
make the photo. I don't know why.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yep, that's accurate.
It didn't fail the dexterity saving throw.
I read it wrong. I read it wrong. I thought it was saying that even if they got, even if they succeeded, they would still
Mhm.
get it wrong.
Yeah, there's not really anything I can really do to. I'm using magic.
I don't have anything either.
Yeah, beards.
Nothing like that.
Oh, also, I'm gonna call in. Before we get handled, yeah, detection. We can track it. Austin and Brock are in a different room. Oh no, he said he went back to that.
I'm
room.
gonna call in my thing. I found it, guys.
All right, I'm spreading back. I tell the children, nobody move. Just stay here. And you'll be fine.
Okay, we're just gonna use the same initiative order.
Cool.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do we try to arrest these things, or we just exterminate them?
Well, Imp is like full on demon stuff.
Yeah, and Imp is a
Serial
fiend.
killer.
So.
I feel
Okay.
like it's illegal on all levels just to exist. in
Yeah.
this
So
area.
this is not a person with rights under the
No.
law.
No, that's why I
No.
pulled out my
No.
descent.
They have no
I was
rights.
like, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Just kill it. Yep.
Consorting with fiends is illegal, so destruction is in order.
Or confiscation. Confiscate. the
Okay,
fiend.
so Brock, your turn.
This feels like kidnapping as well.
So let's see. I'm probably. So did I get back into the room by the time this happened, or
Sure.
okay? Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see it. It's glowing
It's
violet.
outlined in purple now. Violet.
It was
purple,
trying to hide.
whatever you wanna call it.
I like how it does.
Okay, yeah. So I do a light jog over to it, and I just start beating it.
She's going up, 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 up.
Reckless attack.
Across the room.
So I have advantage on
Okay.
this.
Make an attack.
Nice.
He's just like
Yeah,
sitting
that will
there
hit.
like. We don't see me fairy fire craft.
Well, first he's like, that doesn't work.
He's like, ha! Oh no, she used it again. Dang it!
I start reciting the prohibition against the existence
Okay.
of fiends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So like as I start beating him, I start reciting the code against the prohibition of the existence of fiends.
Okay. Okay.
Subsection
Nora,
22.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on it. So I need
Okay.
to do that.
Oh, the most
Yeah.
reliable tool in the game. Oh, look at it.
got 9.
Okay.
Okay.
So he gets a D8 damage. Hopefully, I actually do something this time. All right, 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay. It starts on fire with holy white light and then just burns to ashes.
Yeah, imps don't have a lot of HP.
And then a little pile of dust just falls on the ground.
I start the procedure for like collecting fiend remains and disposal to bring them back to headquarters. So I start like sweeping up the ashes into a little evidence
I'm gonna
bag.
call through the thing. Guys, I found it, but I killed it.
Don't worry, I'm following proper fiend disposal procedure for the remains. Tell them that.
Can you come down with us and use fairy fire to make sure there's no more fiends down here? She's literally just like having complete. She's clean up crew.
Does fairy fire do any damage?
No.
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say because it's instant kill all the kids on accident.
No, Fairy Fire literally just illuminates hidden things.
All right, so I'm gonna go wherever they are, and I guess do fairy fire there. They're not even impressed that I killed the imp. It's like,
No.
oh, cool, okay. Can you come here and just do that here? Like,
Hey, safety of the children, man. Safety
Okay.
of the children.
Mhm.
Okay, you're gonna have to. It only has a square of 20 feet, so you're gonna have to use it like multiple times in order to cover the whole room.
So after I bag the evidence, the imp ashes, I go out I head out to the crowd to make a statement and be like, the
No,
fiend has
no.
been
No,
dealt
don't
with.
do that. Don't do that yet. No, don't do that yet.
No.
We don't have anything to tell them yet.
No,
Please, please,
the public statement.
please don't do that yet. I'm asking you, please.
Do you ask in character?
Yes. If
Okay,
you're
no,
announcing that you're going to go
okay.
do that,
Yeah, I do.
No, just don't let them leave. We all know
we,
that Brock is not somebody
Brock, I
who should leave
really
on
think
his
we
own.
should wait until we have something substantial to tell people before we go making any announcements. I think
Okay, bro.
before we make any announcements, we probably ought to go see what the state of the children is, if they're okay, and if they be released back into the custody of their parents. Because telling them that we found a demon and killed it in here is just going to raise more concern and contention, and we told you so is let's just avoid that.
Do we have any way to tell if the imp thing was doing whatever demonification thing he was doing to this lady, to the children? Because if we can tell that'd be
Wait,
good
was
to
the
figure
imp-
out.
None
Was
of
the
that
imp the
happened.
boss?
We don't know that.
I assume so. I don't know.
We don't
Can't
know.
hurt to
And
check.
we have no way to detect if they've done anything to the children unless we take them back to the precinct and have other people who have other magic use it on them to detect good and evil.
Also, how big is the kids' room?
It's like
Oh,
it's like
nope. I
other
can,
bunk bed.
nope. We're keeping all the children here. I'm doing any evil spells. Just take 11 minutes. We're doing it. I'm like, I got this. Arms Master pulls out his gizmo. I'm scanning for evil spells.
How many kids are here?
Actually, I'm gonna start with her first to see if like she was being turned into something, or she's actually like a hag or something evil, or the imp was doing something. That's what I'm gonna do first, actually, and then I'll check the kids after I get a baseline reading from her. The kids are there. Oh yeah, Alex is gonna save me.
Okay, my Discord is being so laggy. Everyone is robotic. I can't really tell what anyone is saying. So I know that you're gonna cast Identify on the children. Do you do that? What exactly it tells you the spells?
It says any spells that are currently affecting it.
Okay. So you do it on the epilepsy girl first?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there's no spells on her.
Okay. That's interesting.
If only you had detect magic. Detect magic would tell you what types of magic are remnants on people and stuff.
If we take a long rest, I can have detect magic when we wake up. But
Well, you can do that later when she's in the brig and next day.
Okay, so there are three kids in the bedroom right now.
Okay, I'll use
You find there's a boy who doesn't have any spells on him, and there are two other kids that both have a spell that you're not quite familiar with. But it's from the Enchantment School of Magic. It seems like a made-up.
It says, I learn what spells, if any, are affecting it.
But it's not a spell that you know.
No, I know it's anything. It
So if someone invents a spell that's named Hoobala Boobala Boobala, it tells you, oh, there's a spell named Hoobala Boobala Boobala on this person.
Well, no, he doesn't know the name, but he knows what it does.
I can find a new magical object that I don't know what it does, and then know exactly what it does, even if it's a new magic object I've never seen.
Yeah, so you don't know the name.
It's called being an artificer.
I don't know what the name is. I just want to know what
it's doing. Okay, well, good. It doesn't have a name because it's a spell I'm making up right now, so it doesn't have a name. But I can tell you what it does. I just can't tell you what it's called.
Yeah,
it's called Boobala Boobala, clearly.
Schmoobala. Hevla-peak. It's Hevla-peak is what the spell is.
That's obviously canon now, and you can't undo it.
It's basically an enchantment spell that suppresses people's emotion. It's like a pacifism, calming spell, sort of spell.
So, like, can I tell where it's coming from?
It was just placed on them.
But if it was coming from the guy, wouldn't it have run out if it was from the guy?
I mean,
Take a
out
long
of character knowledge, that's not necessarily how magic works. It doesn't just go away because the caster died.
Go to Murray or a book or scrolls or something.
Well, that would all be under still dead. We can't just go looking in those.
Ghost.
Like a cult. This is like a bird or
And you're like, yes!
spells that I could find first.
Okay, well, you really can't.
So now you're stealing.
No, I'm not
really
stealing.
can't
I
do
just
that.
want to go read.
No, I can't actually tell you to do that. I'll have to write you up.
I just won't read anything that says client-patient privilege.
You can't
Also-
digging through people's stuff.
Like, anyone who knows Brock knows that he files his writing isn't great, but he files immaculately accurate reports, and he will not falsify anything under any circumstances.
I don't really care that much about any of this. I was supposed to be in my laboratory practicing a new spell now, but here I am fighting creatures and fiends, and we can't even do anything about it because of warrants and can't get through, even though there's a dead guy here clearly possessing children. Whatever.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up and say the Inquisitor is gonna come to the house. But does anyone want to wrap up anything? And also, what are you guys gonna tell the crowd of people?
Well, I'm not
That's
gonna tell
nothing
you.
yet.
Gosh, no, we're not the PR department. We don't have to tell them. We tell them
Only
nothing.
the top people can do that.
She's
Okay,
the
are you
PR
guys gonna look
department.
for the
No,
children that
people love
handcuffed
me.
that the people wanted you to look for?
His name was John. Johnny.
John? What? No.
No, what was the guy's name? The kid's name? I don't remember.
One guy's name was Alan Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Alan
Alan Jr. That's what the J was. The J was the junior. Right. So is one of these three kids Alan Jr.?
Yes, one of them is Alan
And is
Jr.
one of
Great.
them the 17-year-old girl?
None
Pretty
of
sure
the
that's the
three-
thing that's pretty sure that's the one that attacked us.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, yeah, the amnesiac who tried to murder us.
The amnesia person, yes,
17-year-old.
that's Cassandra.
So her hands are back to normal, right?
Uh huh.
Well, they're going to see her when we take her out and
Well, we
and
can't
arrest her.
but we can't give these children back to their parents either because supposedly they're here because they're running away from their parents. So really, we can't do anything but secure this household and take these kids back to the precinct.
Wait a minute. Why can't we
Does this
return
man-
runaways to their parents?
Because
Yes.
supposedly
They actually have to be they have to be liberated. Actually, the court has to rule, and they have to be
Yeah.
like 16, I believe.
Because supposedly they're running away from their parents because their parents are abusing them or hurting them or they don't like them or whatever reason. That's the same reason why I couldn't walk in because warrants.
What evidence is there of any of that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can go investigate, but no, we can't go investigate the records and find out this is actually even a thing.
Right. So we're gonna.
Well, I
have
think now it's sort of
and we're
required.
gonna keep looking for the bird like we were supposed to.
You may not
No.
be cut out for police work.
I think now we kind of have
Just
to look
saying.
at the records.
That's why
Because-
we usually go door to door.
The psychiatrist is dead. We have to look through the
I'm not
records and figure out what's happened with
This
these
is
children.
not
So I'm going to
actually
look through
my day
them.
job. My day job is
Right
I will
now.
be looking through these records back at the office. That's what I'm supposed to.
All
be
right, here's
doing.
what we need to do. First of all, we need to remove all these arrest subjects out the rear entrance of this place, like I already suggested, so that we don't end up with a lynch mob out front. The second thing we need to do is take them to a temple or something and get a priest to unspookify them so that we can interview them and get some cognizant answers out of them. And the third thing that we need to do is get somebody else from dispatch down here to calm this crowd and disperse them and give
I
them
think we already
an
called
explanation of
some
these
people
events.
back.
Yeah, dispatchers, they're sending people.
They should be
Yeah,
here
we're
almost pretty soon.
Well,
So we're just gonna.
To be fair, the mob was not entirely incorrect. Their children were kind of being turned into demons.
At least the girl.
Which, by the way, do we even know how they found out that their children were being turned into demons? Did anyone ever tell you that?
They never gave us a straight answer. They
And
just,
then you asked
it was all,
why they thought they were being turned to demons.
we did, and they just gave us
Oh, no,
conjecture. Everybody knows that
Never
that's
mind.
what's happening.
Right, we didn't ask them, why do you think they're getting turned into demons? Right, we're incompetent police officer, guards, sorry, whatever.
Yeah, I know. I asked what I heard. But
Yes,
anyways.
yes.
I do. it's I know Nora. I've dealt with her. She does paperwork and she's annoying. So yes, I do.
So, I think we should ask the two who we know are parents of some of these kids to come down with us to the station. So that way they don't stir up any trouble.
I feel like we should let PR do that. As for me, I'm going back home and I'm going back to the station. I'm going to wait until they eventually bring the books that I want to see anyway down to my office and ask me to bring it. I was looking forward to skipping a step, but I guess I gotta go back anyway and wait for them to be put in my lap.
Technically, our assignment was
I
to
now
find
have
the
a
missing
lot
bird,
of
and we haven't done that yet. So.
No, it's late. I'm not doing it. We can do it tomorrow. Besides, with that
So
other bird, that bird's long gone by now anyway. Who even cares?
So, like, I hand the demon remains off to Geary, and I say I'm gonna go out front and just watch, make sure everything stays calm and no one tries to get in, and tell the backup that arrives what's going on.
Okay. So backup comes, the Inquisitor comes to look at the scene, the PR people come to look at everything, and we take everybody into custody. And everybody gets 310 experience.
Yay!
I expect I'm going to have some new recruits at my boot camp, aside from the criminals.
You said 300 and
10.
Oh,
Cool.
You'll have to tune in at a future date to see what the Inquisitor learns and what kind of future catastrophes come from this incident.
yay.
What did you guys do before I got here? What did I miss?
Look for the stupid
They
bird.
found a footprint with a strange track on it.
Yeah, we found like
I did calisthenics.
food tread.
Did you start way late?
Yeah, we did not start on time.
Okay, because I got here at 7:40.
We had technical difficulties and
Ah, yeah, that's true.
as
Technical
per
difficulties.
usual. Nora.
Time to shut down
All
the
I'm going to say
recording.
is that